stay close. Still break bread, still roast that post. Still love hard, still shine bright. Still keep it real when we talk all night. L dot, talk. We gon' talk it out, we gon' walk the talk. L dot talk. Black community, let the whole room rock. L dot talk. Real talk, good time, we don't ever stop. L dot talk. Pull up, tune in, let the truth get high. Yeah, I might. New mic, new nights, new flame. L dot talk, say the name. From the news to the block to the kitchen table. We can laugh, get deep, keep it all stable. I bring the facts, you bring the truth. We talk that life from the grown-up youth. Black voices loud, black joy too. Black pain, black pride, black dreams come through. If the world get heavy, we light it up. If the day feel cold, we warm it up. Say what you mean what you say. We can be, we can break, we can find a way. L dot talk, we gon' talk it out, we gon' walk the talk. L dot talk. Black community, let the whole room rock. L dot talk. Real talk, good time, we don't never stop. L dot talk. Pull up, tune in, let the truth get high. Current events on the front page, but I want your voice on the main stage. Politics, policy, and the price of bread. Still we find a way to fill our cups with bread. From barbershop logic to auntie wisdom. From block party joy to the whole damn rhythm. I ask the questions, you keep it plain. We turn shit pain into shit gain. If the world get heavy, we light it up. If the day feel cold, we warm it up. Say what you mean what you say. We can build, we can break, we can find a way. L dot talk. We gon' talk it out, we gon' walk the talk. L dot talk. Black community, let the whole room rock. L dot talk. Real talk, good time, we don't never stop. L dot talk. Pull up, tune in, let the truth get high. Bring it live, bring it low. Bring your story to the road. Every seed got a voice in it. Every hurt got a choice in it. We can disagree and still stay close. Still break bread, still roast that post. Still love hard, still shine bright. Still keep it real when we talk all night. L dot talk. We gon' talk it out, we gon' walk the talk. L dot talk. Black community, let the whole room rock. L dot talk. Real talk, good time, we don't ever stop. L dot talk. Pull up, tune in, let the truth get high.
Scott Free is going live.
Let's go.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
New mic, new nights, new flame. That talk.
Boom. What up, people? Welcome, people. Come on in here. Come on in. Sorry it took so long. It's Friday and I got technical difficulties, and this can't be a long show today. And I'm going to tell you why in a second, but make sure everything is working. Boom, working. Mic's on. Boom, working. Mic's on. Bam. One more thing. Bow. Put that over there. Bing. Right there. Boom. She's working right there. Bam. We good. Okay. Excuse me. People, welcome back to a brand new, let me get professional. People, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Scott Free Morning Show. I am your host himself, L. Scott, aka, as you heard, Scott Free. You can call me Scott. You can call me pretty much anything as long as you call me. People, on today's episode, it is Friday. And again, I'm early but late. So it's actually a good day because normally I'm late every day. But today I'm late but early late. So we good. Now, problem is, got into the studio this morning and guess what? The air conditioner is out and it's 90 degrees in Atlanta today. So I have the technician coming by today. So whenever he hits me and lets me, whenever he hits me and lets me know he's on the way, I'm gonna have to shut this down and I can't stay long because it's gonna get hot in here very fast with all these lights. Anyways, you don't care to know nothing about that. You just want to get the show popping. So let's get it popping. People, on today's episode, what inspired me to want to have this conversation? You want to know what inspired me to want to have this conversation about these folks? Look, the title basically in so many terms is, why does everybody feel the need to tell black folks what they need to be thinking, how they should be feeling? How dare they feel the way that they do? What sparked this? It's the whole Carmelo Anthony. So the Carmelo Anthony case, of course, black people, again, let me say this part. I'm gonna say this up front, and then I'm gonna get into what inspired for the whole video a little later on. But this up front about it, I just want people to understand, black people, first and foremost, black people, I'm gonna talk to you first. First and foremost, don't care. Don't let none of these people shame you into thinking you're wrong because you feel bad about what's happening to Carmelo. And I'm gonna tell you why. This has nothing to do with what I'm gonna say to these people, but I'm going to say this about that part. It is the railroading of black people. It is when you see comparable cases in the same state, because people are pulling cases now. When you see people in the same state, the only thing that's different is their race. They're getting everything from, I saw one is 10 years, another guy got probation. All of this, but nothing that's excessive is 35 years. So what I'm going to tell you is, to any and everybody who has a problem with people like myself who feels bad for him, I feel bad for him because Daniel Penny is walking around today as a hero after choking a man out that didn't even see him coming. George Zimmerman is walking around a free man. Now, I heard life isn't doing too well for him, but he still gets to walk around, and he chased down one of our children. So you know black people are upset because the energy is not the same, and then two, at best, we all agreed if you gonna charge it with something, which we don't even agree with that, because you can't tell people every day that they should be terrified. That's what you tell us every day. You should be terrified. You should be terrified. You should be terrified. You should be terrified. Oh God, you should be terrified. You should be terrified. You should be terrified. Your husband should be terrified of him. Your boss, you should be terrified of him. Your neighbor, you need to get weapons. You need to protect yourself. Oh, people overseas, everyone is trying to attack you. And then when someone acts appropriately scared, now he is the worst boogeyman in the world. That is a child. When I see that man in his face, when I've seen those home videos of that kid, that is a child, that young man. I can see I'm not talking about all boys his age, but this young man, you can see, did something out of fear. That is not a justification for the action because someone lost their life. Again, no one is talking to that manner. People like myself just want the energy to be matched. I match energy. I want you to match the energy and frustration and the level of anger that you have towards this young man. I want that same for Daniel Penny, but we don't get that. Matter of fact, let's do it a little different this day. Forget it. Let people come on in. Hit the like button when you do on all platforms. Definitely hit the follow button. I appreciate all the support and love for the people who show up on a day-to-day basis. I do it for you. I'm in a good mood. Okay. So, even though it's hot as hell in here already. So, excuse me too. Please forgive me if you hear any fans or anything like this going on like this. Please forgive me. Let me see some. I see some comments already. God sees everything. I agree. God sees everything. I also want people to understand. Again, let me go. Like I said, normally I take the main topic and I push it towards the back, but we're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna say the truth like this. This is what it is. What sparked it is this. Last year, when Daniel Penny thing was going on, I was talking about it the same way I talked about Carmelo Anthony's case. And on that situation, when I post my shorts, I post my clips, I post my videos about Daniel Penny, you want to know what I did not have? I did not have a large amount of Caucasian people inside of my inbox or in the chat section telling me how morally wrong he's this, he's that, he should be thrown under, that nasty Negro, all the vile things that have been said to me. Now, of course, I don't give a shit what any of these people think, because these people are always absent. These people are always making excuses when it's they folks. So what kind of energy do you think we're going to be when it's one of our folks? Especially when he's getting excessively charged, when I see others getting probation. Again, I don't even think anybody would have complained if you had did. They said the statutes of limitations can go from 5 excuse me, statute of limitations. The punishment can go from 5 years to 99 years is what they said for what that young man got charged for. Now, I'm going to tell you, a poke and run, I can see leaning closer to 5 years than 99. Definitely not 35. And I don't even think he should get 5. That's my personal opinion. You can blow yourself, kiss off. I really don't care. Take a picture with a Kodak. You ain't changing my mind on it. So when you want to get angry and nasty and mean, that's your problem, not mine. And it doesn't affect me. You just show how triggered I made you. I win. What I don't do is I don't go into those people's spaces. I don't look for content online. I don't feel the need to pull out my Twitter fingers and tell people how I feel to their face about what they are saying, or they feel about themselves or their own culture. I don't. But I love the fact that my comment section is lit up with all of them. Oh God, one guy told me he's the problem. Ma'am, because one lady, she just regardless. She just won't go listen. I kept telling her, ma'am, I don't give a shit what you're saying. I don't care what you're saying. I don't agree. We're not going to agree. You're just wasting your time. Stop with your Twitter. She kept going. Then one guy stepped in and commented, ma'am, just leave him alone. He's the problem. No, I'm not the problem. I'm the problem because I won't go along with your narrative. I said this yesterday to my people. Hit the like button. I said this to my people yesterday. I said, my people. Oh, I said a comment. I got to look down now. I said, my people, don't let these people, you're too close to them. Stop allowing them to move the goalposts and tell you, oh no, see, this is what you have. This is what happens when you're talking to a white person about what something their culture has done to ours or ours has done something to theirs. When they feel aggrieved by us, they are the most vile, toxic. Now, mind you, y'all seen this little young man. Even at the act that he did, you've seen this young man. Nothing about this young man says thug, gangster, murderer, all the things you've heard. And see, but now, a classic example. Now, I can see the other guy that went through it, all the things they said about him. Now, I'm not justifying what happened to him at all. But I can definitely tell you, if you would switch roles and put the black boy with the same rap sheet that the 6'1", 215 boy had and gave it to a black boy, they would have said, of course, this little white Carmelo had to do what he had to do. He was a big bad monster and there was 2 of them. That's what I'm going to hear, and I know that's what I'm going to hear. That is what black people like myself have said. So please miss me with your, oh my God, why can't you see it this way? I'll never see it your way because you make justifications for everything that you do. These are the same people on their platforms telling you that George Zimmerman was correct in his behavior. I will never listen to someone who has selective outrage talking about us. We're not selective with our outrage. If you see a collective amount of black people upset about something, it's probably the outcome that came after, not the act itself. Can you please tell me, will you have black people in the streets out here? Were we in the streets trying to get Big Meech to come home? No. Why? Because of his behavior. I'm not knocking the dude, that's his business. What I'm just saying is, you know, when someone has openly done something that is wrong, that's immoral, that's flat out against the culture, no one's going to support that. But these people have selected, that's not true. No, that's you. See, I'll give you an example. Our culture, R. Kelly, he is banned from the television, banned from radio. You have to listen to Half on a Baby in private if you want to listen to it. You want to know why? Because black folks will shame each other for that behavior. Now let's go to you, Jerry Lewis. Let's go to you, Elvis Presley. Let's keep going. You got them lined the fuck up and they still superstars and you gonna make excuses for them. Please miss me with the conversation that we are selective with our outrage. No ma'am, no sir. I'm only addressing it because I do it once and I'll do it out loud. I will not get in the conversation and go back with a whole bunch of disingenuous people. These are the same people who are now calling this young man all vile things in the world, but will make all the excuses in the world for January 6th. They will just exercising their American freedom. They was just doing what they needed to do. It was nothing. It wasn't an insurrection. It was a peaceful protest as we broke in. Ashley Babbitt did not deserve to get shot, even though the officer begged her to please stop coming at me in a forceful manner. I will have to put you down. But he's the problem now. I wonder why. I wonder what race he is. Look it up. What you have is a bunch of people who will say something out one mouth when it's to protect their own. This has always been the case. Look, people, do not compartmentalize. Go look at every movie that you have to go watch that is racial, with a racial undertone, and watch how they have moved the goalposts, had the judge, had the lawyer. This is Emmett Till. Now, these are the same people that at that same era was called Emmett Till, a thug, a gangster. He was all these things he needed to be because he whistled, allegedly. So again, why would you listen to a bunch of people who would make justifications for that behavior, but then turn around and call this boy a problem? No, no. If you want me to be outraged about Carmelo, I'm gonna need you to be outraged about Daniel Penny. I'm gonna need you to be outraged about Mr. Chow as he's ran down somewhere. No, but I just watched the exact same people as I'm talking about Mr. Chow as he run down a 14-year-old child. Well, no, that little fuck needed to not be stealing water. No water was stolen. Well, hell, move on. These are the same folks. These people here will move the goalposts a million bajillion times. I pay no attention to these folks. Don't let these people get you riled up. Don't let these people make you feel like you've done something wrong. And for all the Negroes who get their little butter biscuits on in the process because they loving the butter biscuit. Oh, I think he's getting the Azalea Banks of the world. I get it. No one listens to your music, so you have to say something to be relevant. Doesn't matter, because I can tell you like this. Let's act like they culture. At best you gonna get from their culture is this. One of they people do such a vile thing that they can't stand on. You know what they do? They get amnesia. Every time I've seen someone question the same people who has a problem about Carmelo asking about Daniel Penny, what is that about? Wasn't something about a train or something? I don't know. What do you mean? You never know. You never know. No, these are a bunch of, like I said, a bunch of goalpost movers. That's why I tell people all the time, people who are into status corrections and learning the law, and the more you learn, the better the situation's gonna be for you, because all you have to do, black folks just ain't filed the right paperwork. That's BS. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you figure out anything that they have done, they're just gonna move the goalposts and move on. Let's use it on the most simplistic level. Do y'all remember around 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, I tell you, 2007, Dr. Kajufu, I think his name was. He was on the Michael Baisden show in the afternoon. I'm sitting in my car depressed one afternoon, sitting on my job, on my lunch break. And he's talking about GMO foods are coming in. And he was like, it's coming in, it's coming in, it's coming in. And I was like, oh man, I wonder if this is gonna become a thing. And one thing I believe black folks, and I'm saying this for this reason. One thing I know about black folks don't believe stuff until after it's happened. And he was telling us then, let me leave that alone. I'll leave that alone for now, because I was ready to go somewhere and I'm getting myself in trouble. I already said too much. Hit the like button as you come in. I appreciate you. Uh-oh, let me see what someone said about it. You said my volume's breaking up. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on one second. Let me check on the microphone. Give me a second. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I have it up too loud. Give me a second. Hold on, let me bring the chat room around now. I appreciate that, guys. Hold on one second. I didn't even know. I'm sitting there going off. Let me pull my chat room. This will help me out one second. Hold on. Come on, thing. Maybe I should check this. Tell me, guys, open the Scott Free Morning Show page. Tell me if the microphone's breaking up for you guys too. Let me go. I'm gonna do something real quick. Hold on. Give me two seconds. I'm gonna get to cooking again. Yeah, I think I know what the problem is. Let me try this. Hold on, so the feed gonna go off for. Hold on. All right, guys, tell me if that does any better when the audio over here on the L.Scott page. Just let me know if it comes in any better. Let me know if it gets any better. Otherwise, I'll actually take the page down and pull it back up. So just let me know if it gets better. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if it isn't. Same thing over here. Okay, no problems on this end. Good deal. They need to everyday race American judge themselves. You know what it is? What it is, and I appreciate everybody for coming in too. I can hear you fine. Okay, so this one page is fine. It's just the backup page. It's probably an audio thing. I'm using something different. You said, I don't think it was Mr. Child. I believe it was Mr. Child that the only. I'm talking about the one who ran the kid down. I'm just saying my whole thing. Sorry guys about that. Sorry about that. I'm just saying my thing is this. I'm looking at it like this. These people are very inconsistent. See, this is the problem. You cannot, I'll give you a classic example. I even just use the crime bill on, is what I'm saying. Not good, staticky. All right, hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull the, all right, open L.Scott. I'm ready to pull it down and I'm gonna put it back up. And you guys tell me if it gets any better, okay? So give me 2 seconds. Wait 30 seconds and come back. Y'all guys on Scott Free. Don't move. I'm gonna be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna come right back, guys. Come right back. All right, so let me do this. I'm doing 2 things at once over here. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I hate when technical difficulties happen. All right. And boom. I'm almost there. Give me 2 seconds. Boom. Hopefully that did it. And I'm gonna hit the button right there. Hope that cleared it up. If they didn't, I'm gonna tell them to go over to the other page. But anyways, guys, I'm back. All right, so now back in what I was saying before. My whole thing for it is that y'all do not know. If I could show you guys on my YouTube page, go over 300 Radio on the #1 and just look on the clip that I labeled. I think it was like one of the last shorts I put up. Just going off. It's like 1 million of them. And see, YouTube is funny. YouTube won't show my video to people that I want my audience to see. They want to show it to the detractors. They wanted people to attack me. Miss Wright, Smile, I appreciate you guys. I see it right now. I saw it today. I actually saw what y'all did. I appreciate you, Chuckles. So, but what I want us to understand is this. All this is this. The world is designed this way. This world is never going to treat you fair. What you're looking for when you turn on CNN, MSNBC, see, I give it to white people. They're very smart. They basically said, instead of just being your open enemy all the time, let's give them balance. So what did they do? They did this. They said, so let's give them the side. Oh, the Republicans, Fox News, we hate them all. Oh, God, I don't like black people. That's what they did. And then they said, here comes CNN. Hi, guys. I just want to understand you. Can you come sit down with us and we're going to be liberals and we're going to understand you? But every time you need a Democrat, every time you need them to be on your side, they always disappear. Classic example, Carmel Anderson. Nobody said anything. This is why I would say be leery to entertain the politician, all of them that always talk nice on around election time, because they only are talking nice, but when it hits the fan, where are they? They're never around. Like I told you guys, if y'all was here yesterday, I told you yesterday, hit the like button if you wasn't, definitely hit the follow button if you didn't. I told you yesterday, I said, I went to the NAACP page. I went to the Black Caucus's page. I'm over on Al Sharpton's page. I'm on Barack Obama's page. I'm just all over here looking for the support for Negroes and something. And as I go down their timeline, only time they are lockstep with each other was this goddamn districting thing. But all of the stuff that is happening to black people, these people are always MIA. But at election time, shame on you if you did not exercise your God-given American right to vote. How dare you, black man, black woman, especially the black guy. How dare you, black man, you uninformed Negro. How dare you did not do anything? You know what I saw? Something to warm my freaking heart. I saw this morning though. This warmed my heart. I ain't gonna lie to you. And please forgive me, guys. I got the lights a little lower today, trying to keep it cooler. But I did something earlier that warmed my heart. So I'm on Roland's Facebook. He came in my timeline, Roland Facebook. And again, black men misinformed or some shit he was saying about black folks. They're miseducated and politically. So I'm looking at it. So I'm in the comment section. Normally, you expect people with Roland's following to have all the people like, that's right, Roland, you're right. These dumb Negro. No, it was, man, I think we just all tired of, we don't get none, man. Why we ain't getting these old niggas? You can tell by the way they writing it. Why we just don't get none no more, man? It just don't seem like we ever get none. It just seems like we're just doing it for nothing now. Roland, can you explain this, Roland? This, and these are genuine questions. These are not haters. You can tell these are people who, Roland, I'm with you, but it feels hollow now. Roland, what's going on? It's like that because it is hollow. See, I think what people don't understand, like, oh, class example, like in my comment section was one black guy. Of course, he's riding, the black guy who came in, he's riding with them folks when it came to Carmelo. And they were like, see, he even said that. And I'm like, y'all cannot tell us that y'all use coons, pigeons, tethers, COINTELPRO, all this stuff against black folks that look like black folks, and then think just because I hear a black person say something, I'm supposed to say, well, yeah, man, he said it. It must be I'm wrong. No, nigga, no. Look, I will say you a classic sign. Negroes who don't understand if you riding against your culture or not. I'll give you one telltale classic sign. You want to know one? Here's one. Here's a perfect example of one. When your comment section is not your people, big up in your comment when it's negative about Negroes, I promise you on the wrong side of the fence. But with these Negroes, they don't never seem to understand that. They seem to, for some reason, not work on that. I don't understand it at all. It doesn't make no sense to me. That's why I say to people all the time, you got to miss me with the whole sister girls and I want, people come. I don't care nothing about none of that. I don't care nothing about sister girl talk. You ain't got, look, I promise you, you do not have to talk down Negroes. Negroes are intelligent people. Just because we do not use your vernacular, just because we don't use your cadence and your preferred choices of words does not mean our intellect does not match or surpass yours. See, this is the problem I think people don't understand about them folks and why I don't pay no attention to them, and I know they're not brighter than our culture. Because when they have to be treated like our culture gets treated, they are always somewhere off in themselves. They're always somewhere doing something they can't handle. Look at the crash of in the 1920s when they had the Great Depression. Look how many of these folks, when they lost their wealth, what happened to them? Come down here and figure it out with the rest. You can't. You ain't superior. Your superiority is in your weaponry. That's it. So this is one dude that he's getting big on social media. I keep seeing him everywhere. He went from my Instagram now to my TikTok. He's this one little cocky white T dude. He's just cocky as up. He'd be, oh yeah, we're so intellectually advanced to these people. We've built all the civilization. I'd be thinking to myself, I think he don't realize everyone knows y'all a bunch of violent motherfuckers, and that's the reason why you have stuff. See, you're talking to people when they're projecting on the black people that we're just a bunch of animals and things like this. No, sir. You don't have a collective history of black people going from place to place and violently attacking everyone that they see. No, you see none of that. You want to know why you don't see none of that? Because that ain't in our nature. I know somebody's nature isn't. Now, you can clean it up and use cute words like, no, we did not enslave you. We conquered you. Oh, yeah, that sounds better. No, it doesn't. And you can try to put in all the colloquialisms and all of the things you want to. I don't care what, at the end of the day, you're a bunch of violent motherfuckers. That's all you is. And I'm going to say something too, side note. For all of the people who think these people are tough, I'm going to show you how weak they are when someone says, nah, I'm not taking it. Let's use Iran. Even though I think all stuff that you see in the world when it comes to this level of working is all a theater. Remember, they have these meetings, they go together, they have conferences where they get together and they plan shit for all the rest of us. I hope y'all know this. The majority of this stuff is just theater. But let's just use it let's just use their words that this is a real conflict between the Iranian people and the United States. I'm gonna show you how weak they make you look. Your president has sold so many wolf tickets. You do this or we're gonna blow them off the map. They don't comply by tomorrow. We're gonna remove them to smithereens. They don't do this by next week, it's over. And then just to turn around today or tomorrow, yesterday, I think I heard, was it this morning? Yeah, the conflict with Iran is over. We've figured it out. I bet you did when somebody didn't back down to you. See, when someone's population and weaponry matches theirs, for some odd reason, they can get some sense about themselves. So this is kind of an indirect shot to all the people who refuse to move as a collective with black people. So this is from the voters who want to vote for no tangibles, down to that chick yesterday who wanted to cross the picket line on black folk because she needed the Asians. This goes for all of you folks. When you people refuse to do anything and stand on anything, that's why they treat you the way that they treat you. The continent of Africa, I said this one time, this sounds rude, and I heard some African brothers talking about this online the other day. They were talking about this, like, the reason why black Americans don't get treated as bad, for some reason, he said, I didn't say that, I could play it if you want me to. But he was like, Africans tend to be a little more docile when they start dealing with them other folks. And I'm gonna tell you, that's the only reason why the continent messed up, because y'all won't put y'all foot to their ass and get it over with. One thing that kills my heart, I'm gonna tell you later, I'll call a person a tether in a minute if you act like one. Remember, tether is an action word. It is not a person, it is not a culture. It is a person, it's an action that you do. So for me, I do have love for people on the continent, even though these people are distant relatives way in the past, but we can get into that another time. So when I see things like when I see the Congo and I see them in these tent cities and they down in that dirt and they out there and they by the thousands and the millions, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh my God. It's like, did not one, and I'm not saying this is easy because I understand. I understand it is not easy with these people. These people create such bad conditions. See, people don't understand the white man don't just create the condition violently. See, he's not powerful enough to violently just attack you like he said he did in the history books. Ironically, when there were no cameras, no photos, no nothing, no video, no nothing, they were just beating him, just whooping everybody else, hand to foot. No, they get in your head first. Like if y'all watch the TV show From, I watch From. I always tell people go watch the show From on Prime or whatever network it comes on. I watch it through Prime. Whole thing with them little things living in the woods, they get in your head. And see, when something gets in your head, now you're gonna lose yourself. Now you don't know which way is up. Now you just they can get at you in multiple ways. That's what they do. They're doing that to Africans right now. If it was just foot, I know that the Americans would be like, let's just remove them. But they have psychologically, like the Congo, they have psychologically broken them to they don't think that they can function without the system they move in unless those folks are involved. And to be honest with you, it just needs one person, two person, 10 people, somebody that says enough. I don't know when people are going to just say this as a collective, enough. See, I get it. Even down to Black Americans, what they do for us is they do this. They like to get a handful of us. These are what they call buffer people, and they make the buffer people sound like they're just so amazing, so great, so wonderful. Oh my God, I cannot believe these people are just so amazing in this world. And then you don't realize all it is that these people are basically setting you up. They do, this is what I'm trying to say. They have you believing that, I'll use it this way, this is a better way to put it. I can imagine if you take people, put them on a plantation where they have to feed them, you clothe them, and you house them. Then when they get off the plantation, you transfer that system now to the United States government, meaning social services, things like this. Now you've made it to where Black people still getting food, clothing, and shelter indirectly from their master. That's what they're doing. So what happens is, a person who has never had to feed themselves, when you threaten them that they have to now go feed themselves, it terrifies them. What do you need me to do? White daddy, let me comply. That is what I see keep happening in our culture today. That's what I see. And see, for me, I think I need Black folks to understand this, is that the same way you feel that way, it's just a feeling. It's not true. And then to be honest, we truly do need to just be put on our ass so we can go and figure it out. I think the late great Neely Fuller said it best. He said, if Black folks truly are, Neely Fuller, look him up. He's one of the most intelligent men I've ever listened to. Neely Fuller said, if Black folks really are this amazing, if our ingenuity is this great, if we are these amazing people like we say we are, then let's just go at it. Let's go and do it. It's either we're gonna keep letting it happen. Hey, what's going on, Ronnie? Is it Ronnie? Hey, what's going on, Ronnie? Let it keep happening, or go ahead and see what happens. If they wipe us out, obviously we won't that amazing. But if we can survive it, then we were amazing. I think what is happening is this. I said we are the only group of people on the planet Earth that does not, us and dogs. We and dogs, we do not do our nature. That's what we do. We don't do our nature. We do things against our nature. Self-preservation is not in Black folks. They have told Black people that if a police officer, because of his title, not his, mind you, it's nothing godly about him. He decided to go down, fill out an application, got on the team. That's all he did. So he's no different to you. This man has his neck on your throat, something to wear that where you can't breathe. You know the natural reaction of any person who is suffocating is to struggle. But they have convinced you through the okie doke that if that man, even on video, you see him struggling, he was moving and stuff. I kept telling him to be still. How is he when he can't breathe? You know that's what's happening. And if you don't know that, then you don't need to be a police officer. See, you know what's so funny to me? The same people I talked about earlier was in my conversation calling this child, this boy, barely 18, a thug gangster, and he went there that day with the intention to slice them all. I've heard it all. Well, turn around, a trained person who went to an academy, who's supposed to have went through psychological training and this, that, and the third, and he's only here to protect and serve in the whole nine. He do some violent shit that he does. He shoots you in your, excuse me, I love TikTok Shop. I love TikTok Shop. I love it. He pew-pews you in your back. They say, man, come on, man. We didn't see what happened this morning what he ate for breakfast. We need to see that to be able to say he deserves this amount of time. That's what you do. That's how it goes. See, to me, you've lost all respect from black. Hey, victims, the white people, black people are just so mean to us. We're so hateful. You hear this all the time. You hear it all the time. They just so mean, and they can't seem to let slavery go. I know we own everything. I know every time you've built something, we've tore it down. I know every time you don't say what we like. We want you to not make any money. I know we do all these things, but how you don't love us? You know that's some narcissistic shit right there. And you know I'm telling the truth. How many times has your boss took and did some underhanded, sneaky shit to you, and then look you in your face and say, hey, Teresa, we cool, right? Right? You like this job. Nobody's doing anything to you, is it, Teresa? And he subliminally knows Teresa needs a job. It's rent week this week, and she ain't got that much money. She can't afford not to make that money this week. Teresa, nobody's doing anything to you, is it, Teresa? Nope, nothing's happening. I told you, since she's not doing anything. And then that same motherfucker will hear that story, knowing that he just punked her, and then get on TV and say, I don't hear anything wrong. She agreed to it. So again, why am I having a conversation with any of these people when I know that they looking at me like I'm too stupid to understand that? No, I'm not dumb. I know that you understand the situation. I know that you can't tell me that you can, like every time, I'm talking from Kyle Rittenhouse, like I said, all the way back to George Zimmerman, to a police officer who jump out the car on a 12-year-old and shoot without even thinking twice. I love TikTok shot. You see this, how this happened, and these same people are either crickets, you can piss on cotton, you can hear it. They so quiet, and if you do ask them, what I didn't keep up with. I can't keep up with all the things you black people want me to keep up with. No, now here we go. No, what it is, I put it like this. This is so amazing. These are the same people who will say this. They'll get right on TV and say this. Is racism dead? Of course it's not. Of course it's here. But then every situation, no can never pinpoint when it is. Even better, the same people who will say that will turn around and make that situation, will always make an excuse for everything to do. Can you tell me one time in history any of these people have ever said, no, that black person was mistreated? Look at your Sean Hannity's and your Donald Trumps and I mean any of them. Just think any of the people who make a justification for everything they do. Can somebody give me a link, viewpoint, stand up? When did someone say, nah, that was wrong? When did Megyn Kelly, any of these people just say, you know what, that was blatant racism right there. I've seen black men get drugged on the back of cars, hung from trees with their hand tied around their back, and they say, oh yeah, that was suicide. All the time. One of them happened in my right in my hometown in North Carolina. I think this was last year, and I know the area. This part of town that he went up in ain't nothing there. So this young man just decided, we black folks not known for doing this to ourselves. There's not really a lot of cases where we did it. But now all of a sudden, we could either just went to the store. If I'm gonna do this, I could just easily went to the store and took some Tylenol, PMs, and just, it's a lot easier, a lot less painful ways to go on about it. No, your country lie to you. And the same people, and if you have never been here before, I say this all the time, they're the same people who don't understand it. These are the same people who make the justification for that because all they need is an excuse. That's all they want. Let's just be honest. You don't have to like it. You don't have to love it. I just want people to do this. Look, I'll get along with you as a white person if you just admit y'all culture's nature. I didn't say you. You show me why I talk about your culture when you justify the behavior. Shut the fuck up. This was one of those times that black folks could have literally just been diving out the window. White people didn't have to say nothing. Just shut up. Just go in, you're going, don't say nothing. Now we going back and forth because you want me to feel what you feel. I'm not and never will. Same way for me. When I can tell you this, when something happened, when Carmelo first got sentenced, my heart broke for this young man. I can instantly tell you in that moment, I did not think to myself, I wonder how white people are. They're probably feeling just as hurt as I am right now. And then I find out you're not. Oh, I'm shocked. I'm not shocked. I would never be shocked. You make a justification for everything. Can you tell me when one of them ever say, no, my culture is just flat out wrong? Even with slavery, they'll go as far as say this, hey, it was legal. I can't, wait, what am I supposed to do at the time? It was just legal. Hit the like button. Tell them to hit the like button. Let me know you're in there. But tell the truth. Do you not hear them say that they'll make a justification for everything? Everything. If it's like you say, I'll give you a class example. They'll say, oh, the forefathers were amazing people, and this and the third. And I'll say, what's my man name who was with Sally Hemings? What's the name? She was underage, and he was like, well, you know, it was legal at the time. You know, what can we say? And then look, they had the nerve. One of them had the nerve in my comment section that says, have you no morals? And I'm laughing. I'm thinking to myself, there's a group of these motherfuckers talking about we ain't got no morals. What it is, I'm going to tell you. White tea person, if you're in here lurking, just listen, I'm going to tell you the truth right now. Dealing with me, you're going to get frustrated. Because I'm going to tell you, ain't nothing you're going to do to shame me. Because your culture set precedent for all that. Everything. Look, I remember, I'm gonna tell you when they punched me in the face, when I read, like the last time I knew these people won't about nothing. When Trayvon passed, I was working at this company, I don't even remember the name of it. I was working at this company, and like to say the people, I mean, they could look call center, and one of the lady who was like the little area manager was this old little white tea woman, like older, like, no, she probably only old, she look old. Out shape, little chubby thing, didn't look worth for that, right? So cool as a fan. Everybody liked her. Oh, she's really super sweet. Oh God, she's so sweet. When they let George Zimmerman off, she was like, well, you know, the grand jury has spoken. I don't know what everyone's. I was like, oh, that's how it is. So then it clicked for me. It instantly clicked for me. You know what clicked for me at that moment? It clicked for me this. You be hearing all them sweet, nice people you work with that bring you muffins and shit that you don't want to eat because you don't know what they be bringing in and they be doing in their house, but you'll say, oh, thank you. All them people, oh God, Becky Ann and Mama Sue, so sweet, this and that. And then you be like, why they ain't never owned the jury? They are. That's what they raggedy motherfuckers like. That's what they like. That's what they do. That's what they into. These people don't care nothing about you, brother, sister. John Henry Clark said it best. You have no friends. You are your only friend. You better go ahead and wrap your freaking mind around it. What'd you say here? Shop riding today. So anyway, but my whole thing is I just want you people to understand. And I want my own people to understand this too. Remember this, guys. Remember this. At the end of the day, your people are the only people that matters about what you feel and what you think should only matter to your culture, your group, your people. To me, I do not care if all the white tea Asian and everybody in the world loves what I'm doing. If my own culture don't like me, I'm going to tell you, I could not be Stephen A. Smith. That's one of the things I didn't want to bring up today. I could not be him. I see his aspirations to be a presidential candidate. I want him to run so we can smear this nigga all over TV for the likes of. He don't need to feel comfortable coming around us, and I need for it to be out loud. Because people like himself has been an enemy to the culture and all the time. And for some reason, they think that they can just put on a cute suit, change the rhetoric, and we supposed to rock with you? No. And I hate to tell him, let me just go and tell you, Stephen A., you can't run for president as a black man without a black base. It is impossible because no one likes you. As you're going to run, that's why every black candidate that gets in front of you run on an identity politics scale. Why? Because they can't go nowhere without black folks. So Stephen A., if you think you're gonna run as a Republican, all you doing is running to the primaries, and you're not gonna be taken serious because you will have no base. The only reason or the only way Stephen A. Smith can have a base, he would also have to pume his day job to do it. Let me explain. If Stephen A. wanted to be seriously taken as a candidate and he wanted to run as a Republican and he wanted the Republican Party to say, we back this Negro, then he has to openly come out and just flat out like assault black people. Just attack them with everything he got. Excuse me, I love TikTok Shop. I love TikTok Shop. He needs to basically be the anti-black person, period. He needs to be, when I get in there, I'm gonna get them Negroes straight and get them in line because they've been out of pocket. He has to run that way. Now, if he runs that way, of course, the same people telling me I have no morals and telling me that I'm wrong, they're telling me that I just don't understand what I'm looking at. Well, then say, you know what, something about that Stephen A. He just tells the truth and he's just working for me. That's the only way. And even then, on the time to go into that thing, they will big up him the whole time. But when it's time to go vote, they're going to say, yeah, but I'm not going to vote for him. He's still a Negro. Jason Black says it best. If you ain't listening to the Black Authority, then he says it best. When you are a tool of supremacy and they're done with you when you're no longer effective, they break their tool. Stephen A., if he did that thing that I just said, he can no longer be a correspondent on TV. No NFL, no NBA player will speak to him ever again, and they will openly disrespect him at every turn. He would have to go away from his day job. Now, do you think that would be smart for him to do? No. See, he has no legs. See, you can't slander Negroes year after year after year after year and then think you're going to come back and be able to run and say, you know, I'm from Harlem, Queens, and then make it even worse. Now you see he's pivoting. He's doing the Candace Owens thing when she started messing up with them little hat people, but he's pivoting now trying to build a black base. And the reason why I know it, because I think about stuff like now he's doing these little podcasts with other people that's relevant. But then he goes straight to the Coonish dudes. Like, what's this dude's name in this video? Y'all can't see it, but you can hear it.
What the hell is wrong with looking at yourself as black first before you anything else?
Okay, there are ills that happen in this country, and black people took the brunt of a lot of it. We weren't the only ones, but we took the brunt of a lot of it. This country has not always been great to black people. I acknowledge that. Can we understand that? But to act as if we're still living in this perpetual state of racism that has something to do with your everyday life, that we ain't never gonna be able to come together.
You know what guys like him, and what's that man? I don't even know that dude's name, but I've seen him before. This dude here is, this guy has a problem. And his problem is, I can't make no money no other way. I'm going to tell you something to be true. Let me get y'all to understand this. Let's say this and let's get it in our heads and understand. And YouTube, I'm sorry, but I cannot see your comments. I got the ring light. The air conditioner's out, so I had to move the lighting and you're blocking the comments. I cannot see what you're saying. Hopefully, I'm going to try to look in a second again, but I cannot see. But I appreciate you being here. I promise you I'm going to look at it later. So guys like this, let me say it's for the people who are totally against the culture, even down to people who ain't totally against the culture. This young man, everything I've heard him say has been some fluff BS that he done heard some red pill, white tea, some guy say. He just regurgitates the same stuff. And then, I'm not a victim, so I'm not gonna keep a victim mentality. Now, mind you, if I punch you in the face over and over and over again and you can't do nothing about it because your hands tied behind your back, you may not want to be a victim, but you're being victimized at this moment, even if you taking them punches. See, idiots like this don't understand that but when a person says I'm being victimized, doesn't mean that I don't still get up, do what I have to do, knock my stuff out every day, still try to move forward, work against it. You do all that. But to denounce the stuff that every person you see, then you're gonna have to tell me, young man, why is black people collectively at the bottom globally? Then that means this one or two things, and this is what I want to say. Men like this have a problem. He has an inferiority complex, either one, where he does see black people as second class and can't understand why all the rest of us can't get in line with him. Why y'all just can't understand they better than us? I've heard Negroes like this pafore. You remember the pals running around, black folks ain't built nothing. I've heard them before. You hear these dudes. This is Jesse Lee Peterson. This is a young Jesse Lee Peterson. Yeah, Tim Scott's the same way. Brian Donaldson, oh my God, that tether, oh my God, yes he is. All those guys, all they doing, Tim Scott look like, he'd be like, he looks like that guy. And so what it is that that's an inferiority complex. And say, I'll give it that. So, but he's projecting out to us alpha behavior. He's projecting out to us that we're just wrong. No, you have an inferiority complex, and that's either voluntary or involuntary. That's either conscious or subconscious. You don't even understand it properly. But see, when you've been subjugated, and these people can, mind you, they got things like MK Ultra, the whole nine. We do not know this man's upbringing. So if we don't know his upbringing, we do not know the dumb stuff that he may have been taught and told that was correct in this world. One thing I'm gonna tell you have to do, Brandon Tatum, that's his name, yes. What people like this don't understand is you gotta understand this, people. To be free is to be willing to go away from here, is to be free. But if your free stops at a level where you say, hey, they can have it, I don't want to go with them, you are no longer free. And see, these types of men want us to not be free. That is why we're subjugated. We're at the bottom because we will not stand on it for our lives. Now, we'll say, you go do that. I'm not gonna do that alone. No, then I'm being martyred at best. And at worst, no one cares. I need a collective of, I need for these people to understand that if they touch us, move us, breathe on us, hit us with a spitball, I don't care. If you touch us, it's gonna be some consequences and repercussions and you ain't gonna like none of them. See, these people got comfortable because they got Negroes running out here telling them about that's how I'm gonna speak for them. You don't speak for us. Let me say this for people too. I know when people listen to other people and they start talking about delineation for Black Americans and others, and they get upset because of all of the back and forth. I'm not even in that space. I'm in this space. Delineation is necessary because if you're not from here and you're trying to represent me, then that's a problem. See, like for me, I can go anywhere in the world. I'm going to adapt to your culture. Whatever you do, you like it, I love it. If I go to Thailand and these people slow and they move slow, I'm gonna slow the fuck down. Hey, whatever you do, I do. If y'all don't allow this over here, but I do this in America, hey, until I get home, I shut that down. I respect your space. But say, I think what people have gotten comfortable with, because everybody did, the Asians showed you earlier this week, they got very comfortable, but they tune changing. Everybody gets comfortable. Oh, you can talk to them any kind of way you want to. They ain't gonna do nothing about it. I can slap them around. That's what they thought. But Negroes now are saying no. And I know I'm talking about something. I know what I'm saying is true. Because look at age. I'm seeing the algorithm change. It's now, these Asians talking, these disrespectful Asians just need to stop and understand we're minorities too. And you need to stop aligning with those oppressed. I'm like, if y'all don't shut up, you're trying to save your businesses. You people are funny. What it is, this is what I'm trying to say. Look, Lord Jesus. Now, what do they do? They say eligible because containing unoriginal. Now, what about how am I unproductive? No, I'm like, hold on one second, guys. You cannot say that because I ain't got nothing on this screen. People kill me with this. They kill my backup page. They be trying to mess me up with this one. They do. So, but anyway, hold on a second, guys. Yeah, they always doing something messed up on my backup page. Hold on. There you go. Every time I look up, they a restriction. They done did something. But all it is, look. Let me slow it this way. That was ironic that happened because I'm gonna tell you the truth. What it is just this. When you have lied to get control, and you have to lie, cheat, and steal to keep it, you will say and do anything. I want my people to say this. Again, I don't talk to them folks. I just want to use that common sense. If the people have always done this to you and you feel it today and it's still happening, why do you expect them to tell you the truth about anything? See, for me, I live in that space now. You have never told me the truth about anything. My Black women, and I say this because y'all, I hate to see sisters, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Brothers, y'all just disappoint me because you just playing with fire. Like, I'm be honest with this, I feel sorry for sisters and men. I be like, you just playing with fire. And they gonna say I feel sorry for y'all. I be like, y'all just stupid when y'all over there with them folks, because they be unaliving y'all and everything. They unalive y'all and they send them Black men to prison. I be thinking to myself, why y'all playing with fire? Because mind you, one thing you know, if you've never broken up with anybody, you may have been in love before, but when you break up, it gets nasty. The same person you had your poo-poo and your pee-pee in each other's mouths, and y'all like, I love you forever. At the end, it get nasty. What do you think a white teen woman gonna do when she mad at you when you moving on? Oh, brother, no. I will never know, never. I don't want to taste. I don't want none of that. I'm not bringing unwanted problems on myself. But sisters bother me when I see it. They're like, oh, y'all kill me when y'all see me with these men. These men be unaliving y'all like crazy. Y'all be running around with these people. And mine is this, I just feel like this. They're so disrespectful. Mind you, if you're ahead of my team and if it was just about our ancestors and why we can't let reparations go and why we can't move on from slavery, it's because of this. if your ancestors called us Negroes with the hard R, if your ancestors was only the ones who subjugated you on your jobs, if your ancestors were the only ones who made laws separate for you versus us because there's two Americas, if your ancestors get away with all this other good jazz, if your ancestors own all the wealth and now it's not that way, then we have a different conversation. But you have everything that he has today, and when I challenge it, it goes from brother, you just don't understand. It devolves down when I refuse to take your BS to, well, F you niggers, and I don't care. You can die, bullet back. Because that's what you feel anyway. Let me tell you something. This is how these people can never say to me they have a more high ground on me ever. I get in the comment sections. Rarely do I even see black people saying any defamatory name calling to any of these people, because all they have to do is stay on topic. If you stay on topic, you crash them because they can't make justifications for half the shit they try to. But for some reason, some oddly reason, when they get in the middle of it, when they have to justify, let me justify this. Well, then after you, I hate these. You get into that. You want to know why? Because that's how y'all feel anyway. You just can't hold it no more. Trigger them and they'll tell you what they feel. So for me, I don't care what you think. I'm a lion. You a sheep. You may have the sheep running the yard, y'all. That's all it is. The inmates is running the prison. That's all it is. But the lion, I am a lion. I do not concern myself with what sheep thinks of me. I do not. I mean, you should see the comment. Oh, I'm gonna shame this nigga, right? He sort of, no, your feelings don't matter. Why do you think they matter? And then too, they hate when I call them too, because mind you, the ones that write dissertations in your comment section, people think to yourself, did I trigger you so bad? Do you use your little Twitter fingers and you just went off in words? And I want to say this too, what do you think the outcome? What do you think? I read this, like the one that says, you leave him alone. He just has no morals. Did you think I read that and I said, oh man, I don't have no morals, man. You're right, Mr. White T man. Let me get my morals. No. So I don't understand it. I don't comment on yours because I don't care. You comment on mine because you know you're wrong and you want to be justified for your behavior. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna let you off the hook. This Brandon Tatum, he lets them off the hook. That's what he does. With his type of conversation and rhetoric, he lets them off the hook. And see, I just refuse to do that. Mine is just like this. Tell the truth, we can get along. I like my race is open. Like, put it like this. I'm gonna tell you just like this. Remember, people like this, they'll be always like this. They'll say, oh my God, he's, they'll say, no, I can't say that because they're gonna get into too much racial conversations. I'll leave it alone. But anyway, side note, but that's all I want to say when it came to that. What you got in here? What'd you say? Oh, see? Oh, you talking about, I thought you were talking about, I was saying, wow, me? You really dislike me like that? I don't care, but I don't think you're talking about me. I mean, but no, my whole thing is, you know what, honestly, whatever people choose to do, I like people who denigrate the culture now. All you do is banding us together more. I honestly do. Think about it. If you think about it, when you keep telling black people that they are dirty Negroes and this and that, I got you. I got what you were saying. They dirty Negroes, this and that. I saw all that. To me, I'm like, thank you. When you say, oh, you're a katas, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, I hate you, nigger. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Why do I like that? I love that. Why? Because that means every time my people see this, because most of black people don't understand, these people are covert, not overt. Covert means I'll talk nice to you and all that other stuff, but I'm poisoning you in the background. That's what they do. See, overt black folks see it. Oh, you gonna call? How many black men that are just gentle giants eating at a Waffle House you seen online, and some white dude got air in his chest with Trump and all this, and went over to him and hit him with the hard R, with the N-word, and that gentle giant got up and straight mollywopped him with one hit. He was like, "I told you to leave me alone." You've seen this dude before. But I'm gonna tell you like this, because black folks you don't deal with black folks overt. Because what it is, when you trigger us, I'm gonna tell you like this now. Pretty decent sized young fella myself, I work out time to time. I'm gonna tell you like this right now. One thing I don't do is I will never try to hold a man. It's like when he mad with a woman, you know how they say you gotta protect your lady? My whole thing, I'm gonna tell you, sister, run. I'm gonna try to grab her. But one thing I'm gonna tell you about a man, when he with his woman, you better get out of his way, because he don't see nothing but what he trying. I've seen Negroes jump over off balconies to get to. They go when they any black. I will tell anybody. Period. It ain't even just a woman. Period. When you see a black guy, and a black guy sees red, you better move. I don't care if he a little king, short king, what y'all call him. I don't care if he's 6'9". You better move. Because he's not using normal strength. He has anger strength. He has, I done blacked out and I'm coming for you. He may bite you, he may stab you. He don't know what's gonna happen. I would just tell you to move. And I know they don't want that smoke from him. That's why they do everything covertly. Now, man, how many times have you seen one of them get tough and then one hit? And mind you, why are they brains so soft now? Like, you'll see them out of these clubs, things like that. If you get one good clean hit on one of them, they just drop. I think kids at school fight and we'll have longer fights. And these kids, everybody falling. It gotta be the food. What you crashing out for? Hit the like button. Come on in. Hit the like, man. I appreciate y'all for being in here. No, let me talk about a couple other things here. Because like I said, I ain't gonna give these people no more energy. Just know, I'm just not the dude that kill. Because if something, and I'm saying this and I'm done with it. I'm just gonna say this. If something happens to your culture that is messed up, I, L. Dot, will never make an excuse for anybody doing bad behavior. Now, if you come to my page and say, L. Dot, tell me what you think about this, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna do what you do. I have to look into the details. I don't know the details of that. You said, if I'm going to do my family, yes, sir. Exactly. But that's what I would do. I'm gonna be like you guys. I cannot denigrate my own culture, and I'm not gonna sit up and stand up for yours because you'll never stand up for mine. This is not how I'm gonna do it. Period. Point blank period. Deal with it. I get it. You drew the look. What did Tupac say? We was given this world, we didn't make it. So that's what I do. You want to guilt me? No. Side note, I wish I could show y'all this, but did y'all? This is a side note. This is quick and I'm moving on. Did y'all see the brat? I'm gonna show y'all on YouTube. I can't show y'all on God damn! I can't even show you that because that's music playing in the background. Uh-oh, can't play that. What did y'all see Brat thicker than a snicker? But that's I don't know why I said that. Don't pay no attention to me. Anyway, moving on. What else I want to talk about? I can talk about a couple of different things. Hey, let me say this too. British actors, any British actors that are listening that may be around, because I see people be listening from all over the world. I appreciate the people when y'all come in too. I appreciate the light. I appreciate the love today too, guys. It's Friday. I want to keep it kind of light up too, so I'm gonna lighten it up for the rest of it. We're gonna talk that talk, but I'm gonna keep it light. So I was looking at this thing, and that British actor, that guy that played in Selma, that played Martin Luther King. The same guy who played in The Butler. Even on The Butler, I even picked up The Butler back in the day. But let me slow down. Do you know what The Butler did to me? The Butler let me know that we was ready to get flooded with foreigners. I knew it then. So it's been almost 20 years now that they've been slowly doing this tour. But I want to talk to British actors, and he was doing something. He was on that podcast with Godfrey, and he was talking about how when we just need to kumbaya and be together and this and the third. See, I need people to understand this. I have no problem with a Pan-African mindset. If let's fail over there. Oh, don't worry about it. I take care of that. I have no problem with an African mindset at all. If everyone in the place thinks like that and they're trying to do something collectively. But see, what happened is, I know, right? I feel like somebody man down, but I think I'm on it to fail. But what happened is this. I think what people don't realize is this. Black folks end up a lot of times having taken the grunt, and then we have to share all the wins. So really, there is no positive, I cannot say out loud if there is a positive for anybody in America that we're getting in the Pan-African mindset, because remember, it has to be tangible. It has to be something that we're getting out of. And again, this is no shot. I'm not shooting at anybody coming here. I don't have a problem with black folks coming. I just have a problem with black folks who talk shit when they get here. Just don't talk shit when you get in, we good, right? Oh no. All right, so my thing is just though this Pan-African, that's great, let's do it. But the problem with it is, like the actor guy, he was like, let's all be together. No, we can't be just together. If you get all the gigs and now we've been replaced. And see, what happens is that it seems like what happens, and see, if you're a British actor This is all I would tell you to do. And I'm gonna tell you, black folks will be cool and you will be exempt from the smoke. So this goes for Dance in Egypt, this goes for Idris Elba, this goes for any of them dudes that's popular, even the ladies that's popping up. If you are going to come to America and become that dude, that lady, when you get here, you say to them and you pay homage to the people that are already here. And I don't mean kiss butt or lick it. I ain't saying none of that. What I'm saying is that don't get up here and say, hey man, it's just enough to share. No, say, I'm recognizing they're pulling a lot of us into roles that are definitely there. And so for me, and you actually should do this. So for me, any chance I get any type of level of control, I always try to share that love back with the people who are actually I'm building off of. Something to that collective effect. You need to actually be doing it, and you actually need to be saying it out loud with your full freaking chest. Because then we can say that's a collective build. Because if they're trying to move us over to you guys, don't become our enemy and replace us. Come make sure, hey, they're picking us, so I have to make sure I have to pick you back because they're picking us over you guys. That's all black. See, when it comes to us, nothing makes sense. Everything is always, no, that doesn't make sense. No, nothing makes sense because you want us to stay at the bottom and keep giving you everything. And see, people don't like me a lot of times. They'll say, oh, he always somewhere angry. No, I'm not angry. I appreciate the love too, SGR. I do, I appreciate that. I'm not angry. I'm just not taking your beat. Look, put some standards about ourselves, and that's all we have to do. We have to put standards on us because these people think that they can just say, mind you, no, if the little hat people, if you don't see when all the stuff that they do in this world to people openly, if you don't ever see a little Asian dude come out or some little Asian lady come out or somebody come out and says, man, you know what I want to say to this community? You this and third with they full chest. When I see that, I say, oh, that's some respect there, whether they want to respect it or not. They respecting it. And see, for mine, you want to come, not only do you want to have the behavior of disrespect, you want to openly say it with your chest. And I know what it is. That's why I don't accept. And I'm gonna say this, and this is not to be rude to my African brothers and sisters, but y'all have a stigma of taking BS from people that I don't want on me. Like I had played a video the other day of some Asian dude in South Africa. He is standing in front of whatever business he has, and black folks are coming to him for jobs, and he's saying with his full chest cocking off, I'm gonna pay you an unlivable wage, either take it or get the F off my property. So when you get on someone, if he on your soil talking that much air in his chest, somebody should kick him in his teeth. Excuse my language, I love TikTok shop. And so for me, I don't want my people to ever be disrespected openly like that. Now, you can't stop what you doing when you having spaghetti with your cousins in your back room. That's your business. When you rapping all the N-word song, I can't control none of that. But what you not gonna do and what you not gonna get me to co-sign you doing is being disrespectful to us. See, the people like Brandon Tatum want me to co-sign being second class. I'm not co-signing that. Why do you want me to co-sign being behind you? Why all of a sudden, like I said, I love the fact that one thing happened, I can definitely say, and I can say this is one reason why I stand on this Carmelo thing with my full fucking chest. And I do it. I love TikTok shop. But I'm gonna tell you why I do it. Because just a few days before that verdict came out, I watched this Mr. Child walk away. You chased a child down. I need my people to understand that was a child. I remember when my daughters were 14, that was a child. I do not care what that child did. You do not stoop to a child's level. And you went out there and you put him down. And the same type of jury said, I don't see a problem with that. A baby. But now another baby. Oh, he was 19. Don't miss me. I tell people this one story all the time. I watch these same white team men on show after show after show. In them Olympics, I think they was in Brazil. That white tee guy was 30 years old, was running through that city doing all them illegal things that they had to kick him out of the Olympics. I watched these same folks say, he's a kid. Come on, guys, give him time to grow. He's 30. I told you, you cannot have a rational, sane conversation with insane people. Them people in my comment section are insane and trying to make me sound like I'm the insane one. You're not gonna gaslight me. I get it. People fold under the pressure. Can you imagine? And I say this, and I don't give no shots at families. And that's why I appreciate Carmelo and the family staying true to what they thinking. These people put them like, I'll tell y'all don't know what it feels like to have them white tee people all in your space. When them cameras come on and they pressuring you, and you got Big Crump pressuring you, and you got Al Sharpton pressuring you, and people telling them that you a Christian and God this and the third. And if you got a black person who ain't like me, who basically says you're not gonna gaslight me, they gonna fold under them lights. And we get mad at them for folding, and I understand why they do. We don't understand. You mind you, a lot of them just lost somebody. Nothing's right. The world is not the same. And these people pounce on them because they are under distress. And so what I'm saying is this, when I'm speaking, whatever happens has to happen. But what I'm going to tell you is that what you're not going to do is I'm not going to sit here and co-sign stuff that don't make no sense. If Mr. Child had got 35 years and Carmelo turned right behind and got 35 years, black folks wouldn't have a leg to stand on. But for some reason, no, everybody walks, everybody gets off. Everybody gets appeals. And I'm going to tell my people this too. Someone's going to have to show me footage of all the people who have been finally got, the Darren Chavins. Someone's going to have to show me the what's my man name? I need the footage. I need to hear from the people who was in prison with Epstein. And I ain't talking about paid actors. I want to hear people who's in there with the dude, the Weinstein. Why we don't never see these people in jail? We just hear about them going. If you listen to me, you're going to find out very fast. White people don't have a lot of faces. They don't. It's just like an Asian. They don't have a lot of phenotype. As you see, like an Asian can blend in very fast to a black person. You're going to get lost. They're the same way. They just put beards on. They have different hair colors. They have different sizes. Different things make different. This one got acne. This one is a little dark. That's how they do it. But what I'm telling you is that these people can blend right in very fast. Shave your head, go to Florida. If you're from Minnesota, no one's going to think twice. How many times have y'all seen that lady that was Epstein's right-hand lady, the Zale woman, the woman everybody's talking about? How many of y'all seen the videos of this woman keep getting filmed in different places? Nope, it's not me. I'm sorry. Everyone keeps stopping me. No, it's not me. It is her. That guy running around in Florida that look like Epstein. That is him. Allegedly. I don't know. Allegedly. Maybe. Potentially. I don't know. What I know is that when it's Bill Cosby, I gotta get video footage from him at 20 different angles. I ain't in a jumpsuit getting pictures taken from him from the down low. Hey, how you seeing this? Well, who has a camera? R. Kelly holding midnight visuals in there for people and singing his ass off. We see it. He on the phone singing to people. Hey, here's R. Kelly going from inmate 4469. See, what they want us to do, and I'm one of the ones that refuse to do it, is sit back and act like I'm too stupid to recognize what you're saying and doing. And I'm not going to do that. Hold on one second. Yeah, well, also, yeah. I've already done it. Hold on one second. Yeah. So, that's just my thing. That's all I'm trying to say to people is that these people will try to convince you to do stuff against your will, and I'm not doing that. And I don't want you to do it. I will tell you like this, because I've seen people fold in their own comment section. I'm not folding. I just put my fucking phone down. I won't answer no more if you put too much pressure on me. I can just do that. But what I'm telling people is this: we have to stop allowing people to shame. I'm not getting shamed into why I know it's right. If I'm talking to these same people and I ask them, can you make it make sense to me why Mr. Child got off, but Carmelo is the worst scum in the world? Can you please explain? If I genuinely ask any of these people that says I have a morality problem, if I ask, can you genuinely explain to me why he got off? They're going to give me some regurgitated, funky answer that someone else, because they all say the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm saying to myself, how do you know the same response as the last guy? Because you don't even believe it. I've watched the good cop, bad cop person come into some of these lives. Hold on a second. I've watched them come in. They'll come into these lives and they'll come in, hi, it's just, you guys are talking about racism and I just don't see it. Can you help me understand what racism is? It's just like, I don't understand it. And you'd be like, ma'am, you do understand it. You benefit. I'm just a poor girl from Mississippi. I don't have anything, and I love the blacks. Hey, ma'am, and if you keep talking to her, you keep doing it, before you know it, she loses her patience because you keep won't let her have her BS. Well, you niggers get on my nerves. And there's gonna be that. Here it comes. There it goes. There it goes. And I say, to me, I just don't play the games with it. And then people say, come on, L. And not everybody thinks like that. Who said they did? Why you having that conversation instead of talking about this bitch right here? That's what I say when people say that about cops. Like, one attacks our culture, and that one did it. Come on, God, all cops are not bad. Who the fuck said they were? Why you having a different conversation than me? Why you moving the goalpost? Why is it when it's a black kid, all you want to do is just throw him in jail and throw away the key? You don't want to have any contact. You don't care if people say, Carmelo can't sit on the stand. If he got on the stand and says, guys, I'm serious. I was terrified. I shouldn't have done that. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't. I just did it and ran. I shouldn't have done it. They would have said, shut up, you liar. You just a killer. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say that and they're going to move on. That's all that's going to happen. And you know it. I know it. We all know it. And it's okay. I don't have to worry about that. I don't even try to worry about it anymore. Because all you're doing, that's where your frustration comes in at. But remember this, if Black America had their own space, it was just black folk. And we just was able to congregate with ourselves like we used to be. Like, this is why I'm not a huge fan of the civil rights movement. Again, I applaud them for wanting to better and keep people off their ass in their community. I applaud them for trying. I just realized that they got the okie doke put on. Because what people do not realize is that Jim Crow days, we were better suited economically. We were better suited as a community. Matter of fact, let me play some. But I'm gonna say this, there's no disrespect to my community, to the civil rights movement. That is just saying it wasn't a good thing in the end. But these people moved the goalposts. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Let me play this something for you guys real quick. Hold on, where was it at? This guy said it best. Hold on, where he at? He was talking about people saying that we've had progress since since we were in coming out of the civil rights movement. And I can't even find it. Maybe I'll find it later. But there was no progress. He's right. Claude Anderson taught us economically, we own 1/2 of 1% of all wealth in 1960. We own 1/2 of 1/2 of 1990. We own 1/2 of 1% of all the wealth in America still in 2026. This is how it is. They don't keep you moving. They give you the illusion. See, when you see Tyler Perry and the basketball players and the football players, you saying to yourself, oh my God, we are killing it. No, you're not. This is how you know you haven't had any progress. I'm gonna tell you how you don't know. You have lost all your wealth. And what I mean, I'm not talking about your spending power. I'm talking about collective wealth. Our home, we were at like 60, 70%, 80% marriage rate. Now we're at 29 and 30. So we're not together anymore. We're at each other's throats online all day long, black men, black women. We have single parent households that's through the roof. We have all this stuff going on. All this stuff wasn't a problem in Jim Crow. We had our own businesses, so we didn't have to worry about getting employed because we employed each other. You didn't have to worry about going to work and being stressed out all day long because Becky Sue didn't like you just because your hair cute. So you didn't have to go through none of this stuff. We employed each other. We hold on. If someone did work for them folks, you took that money, came right back in your community and spent it there. Everything that these Asians are telling us we need them for, we had all of that in Jim Crow. The only thing that we had with it, we want to go with them lynchings. Get rid of them lynchings and Jim Crow was perfectly fine with me. I would rather wake up every day and say, oh, good morning, black man. Good morning, black sister. Black man, black sister. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Now, any white person they're gonna say, you just sound hateful. I sound hateful because I don't want to be terrorized every day. Now, in any of my statements that I say at that, once I get in my own community, I'm gonna get a bunch of men together. We're gonna go out to the white tea community and poison their waters. You didn't hear none of that. Did you hear me say, when we get together, we be over in our space, we're gonna make sure that we go out and we're gonna catch one of you two high by yourselves and we're gonna just throw you up in the tree and then say what's up. We ain't say none of that. We are being threatful when we say, hey, I just want to live in a stress-free environment from time to time, so I ain't got to feel inadequate. Because remember, I live in a neighborhood that's mixed with a little bit of income. You know how many times I get warnings to my own trash can that I'm fucking paying for to be out here to be dumped? It can't sit in my own driveway. These people sending me notices, you need to paint your back deck to the color that's approved by me from this age. You see how these people want to control everything? I want, like you said, SGR, I want to mind my business. That's it. That's all I want to do. I don't want to be involved with nothing of what you got going on. I don't need to know what you got going on. I don't care to know what you got going on. See, what it is that they want us to do this. They want to complain about us while they milking you. And I get it. If we weren't bright enough to catch that, it makes sense. But what it is, the group now is catching it, and so now they do the thing that they always do. What do they do when they don't like something? They shame it. Oh, shame them, shame them. That's what Roland them do. That's what all the pundits do to black men. And they know, let's talk to black men and see why they didn't want to come out and vote for her, because you already know the answer to it. You know how many articles and stuff you got to watch and see, and people don't made up stories and lies about stuff that they know that ain't true. You know, black men didn't show up to vote for Kamala because they're very misogynistic and they just couldn't see themselves voting for her. Shut your mouth. Stop your lies. Ain't nobody gonna argue against them needing some paper. Black men ain't never been like that. That's y'all people who act like that. Oh, my granddaddy was misogynist and your granddaddy beat your grandmama. That's what happened. Your granddaddy, but if it was his boss was a lady, Miss Johnson was paying him. Stop making up these things in your mind. Let me say it this way to you two people. Stop making things up in your mind that these people had told you to be true. I said this yesterday. We have this stigma in our community that black men will leave his sister for a white tea woman in a minute. And I'll be like this. Can someone validate that in their real lives, or do you have to show me everything on TV? Because remember, art does not imitate life. They're making life imitate art. Do you not get that? Remember, seeing isn't believing. That's not how the mind works. Believing is seeing. So your mind cannot conceptualize anything it does not believe to be true in the first place. Classic example. People are now discovering and learning now that there's a firmament over top of this landmass, so nobody's leaving here. Now that people are discovering that stuff is over top of us now, good God. So now that people are doing it, now people are starting to, now people can believe certain different things like, oh, is there other lands that other people are seeing out there? Because these people obviously are doing somewhere. But if you only believe in the Bible and you don't believe in the firmament, then you can't conceptualize something, because the Bible, that's not true. You're going to look at everything through a biblical aspect. Even your Bible said it was a firmament. Let me tell you that way. They took it out. They took the word out in Genesis. They told you that the waters were separated by the water. The waters were separated from the waters they say from the heavens, but it was from the firmament at first. They changed the wording. Again, remember this. I actually said this question too. The word of God, if it's the totally word of God, these people touched all on God's word. But I'm just saying, so now that I understand that, I can look at the world in a different lens. Classic example now, Smiley, Miss Wright, all y'all here, did y'all listen to me all the time talk about history and how these buildings and how obviously America was not what we think it was when they came here. Now that I have a different lens to look at, more things are conceptualizing. Now I'm starting to realize something don't make sense about white people and where they come from. Something don't make sense how they can just all of a sudden they do everything, but if you pull back enough layers, you find out, wait a minute, you couldn't have been a white person. Why did he say it was? Because that's what the school book says. You will find out that the Rockefellers run most of your school books. These people want you to be subjugated. Remember, hell, in the FIFA Cup, they told the Haitians they gotta change their uniforms because they can't celebrate their own independence on their uniforms. But Mr. Brandon Tatum wants me to believe that racism doesn't exist anymore. They won't even let you put a patch on your shit. They indoctrinate everything. You should hit that on the head. Everything that they touch, everything they breathe on, everything they smooth touch, that's all it's gonna be. You know it to be, and I know it. My whole thing is just like this. My whole thing is just like this. If we're going to get better, we have to stop paying attention to these people. I don't even want us to pay attention to the catchphrases anymore. Hey, you know, both of y'all can't be praying to the same God. That gets lost on people. I'll give you an example of what I mean. I was raised in a religious household. Now, as I understood that this white man that they said that walking around who looked frail is not Jesus Christ, if Jesus is real at all. And we can talk about that another time. I'm not a scholar, but I've done enough studying to say, that's a question. But as I'm watching this different stuff and I'm going through this stuff, I have to sit back and say to myself, even when I close my eyes, I still see him. Even though I don't believe it to be true. That's indoctrination. I've been indoctrinated that that thing right there, that man right there, is somehow godly because he put it into my subconscious. Now imagine, I'm fighting my subconscious to keep myself on the right path. So imagine a person who's never seen it. They can't even get out of it. I remember my mama was talking about something about Jesus or something one day, and boy, you know, it's hard to tell when you tell your parents, hey, mom, ain't nobody rocking with that stuff no more. And especially when she's still religious. And I don't ever want to step on her. This is one thing I never do to people too. I never tell you about your own religion. Like my mother loves my father. My father passed years ago. My mama obviously loved my father to death. Never remarried, never none. He been on almost 20 years now. And all she still talks about to this day is, you know, she can't wait to get back with him when she meet him again. And who am I to rob someone of they just because of whatever I've learned? No, we all need something to get through this world. So if she waiting to go there, hey, I'm right there with you. I appreciate each other. But if she waiting, she waiting. You know, who's right? I don't like when people like, I've been that dude before. I remember when I was I already aged myself. I ain't telling y'all my age. But I mean, it was some years ago when I was first starting to get conscious, I guess people would say. Boy, you want to spread that information to everybody and tell people why they wrong, did that third, you want to get cocky. And then you realize belittling people because you have a little bit of information doesn't do them any good. They don't want to be around you. You're obnoxious now. Not only that, you're not more intelligent than them. You just learned something they hadn't actually had access to yet. It's nothing different. So that's why for me, I don't think my ego will ever get in the way is because I know that I'm not the smartest person in the room. I don't try to be. I go off of who I am and I stay secure in who I am. Do I feel like I can sit in the room with any person and have any conversation? Yes. I'm talking about from Democrats and Republicans to diplomats, and I don't care. Put me in any room with anybody. I stand on what I know to be true. And if I don't know something, I'm man enough to say I don't know. You're not gonna move me. I'm not gonna pretend to be in the space with you. That's one thing. Black people, especially black men, we're gonna have to get over that. Look, everywhere you turn, when you're down as a black man, because I see a lot of that in my timeline now. I have a lot of stuff in my timeline. People send me now. A lot of the brothers want me to speak on the pain that black men are suffering today because there is no platform for men to talk about it. And like, I'll give you one here. This is my man here broke my heart, but I wanted to tell you, when I play things like this, it's not because I want to be a red pill space sister, just because, but I do want some empathy for men because we have to suffer in silence. There is nowhere to go. There is no space for men to be able to say it. And I'm gonna tell you, when a man goes through it, whether it's with you, whether it's with his job, whether it's life, when he gets broke to the stud, we're servable. I can't get out. Serviceable. I can't even get out. We're here to do service. So we're here to do service. That's all it is. If we can't do some type of service for y'all, we have no value a lot of times. So for men, we're always trying to get value. So imagine living in a world when you're broken down to studs. It's hard to feel like you're anybody. And I'm telling men, your current condition does not validate your value or your worth. No one's telling you that. I've been through some of the hardest shit in the world, whether it was a woman or in life. When I tell you, when you kicking that rock down the street, and your hands in your pocket, and no one knows the pain that you're going through because you can't fix it, and you trying, but it can't get through. Women don't know that pain. They know their own pain. They don't know it, and there's no spaces where men are talking about it. Now, I see the red pill spaces, and they're needed. There's time I need for someone to say to my face, kick me in my ass, man, get up, and you need to go do this. I love that. We need to tell each other that. But also, I need for people to understand too, men are not machines. Because we do not ball tears do not mean the level of pain does not match ours. This brother right here had to break down in tears for y'all. Y'all gonna feel him. I'm ready to play. Y'all gonna feel him. But I didn't even need to hear his tears. I didn't know his story. I knew he was been in pain. Listen up.
Me a lot, bro.
Listen to this. Hold on.
My mama would leave me a lot, bro. She would leave me. My brother had his father. He can go to his father, to his grandmother, them house. My mama, for some reason, she was kept me there, and I was left alone a lot of times. People don't realize my mama left me outside one day, dog, when I was like 3 or 4, bro. My mama pulled off on me, bro, with a dude in a truck, and I'm running behind the truck crying. And it's like 9:30 at night, and I'm like, mama, she looked back. The guy tried to stop, but I guess she told him to keep going. And I was outside, bro. Like, I actually slept on the stairs. The neighbor came out. I don't want to say like no bitch. The neighbor came out, and she let me in her house. She let me in her house, Miss Cunny.
That's deep, man.
Now, broke my heart. Broke my heart. He grinded legs.
Yeah, Miss Cunny let me in, bro. She gave me something to eat. She gave me a bath. She told my mama, she said, your mama wrong.
I didn't play that to shame women. I did not. I played that because what we don't do a lot for men, but we do this for women. We give context, we give nuance for women. See, when a woman gets, and we know what happens to a lot of our sisters. Good God, when I watch Ayana, I was like, God damn, boy, I'm overprotective of my daughters. Do you know I do yearly check-ins with them and make sure all the way up to they were 18 to make sure nobody had done anything to them? Because I needed them to understand there was no fear that they never need to feel. They need to tell me because I need to break somebody. And I know it because I've seen it so many times. But what I don't think people get, because men don't feel comfortable enough to talk about this in front of their women. They don't feel comfortable enough to talk in front of each other. But I say this to say this about this man. This man's older. Probably look like he's in his 50s. Now, with that amount of trauma that has never been addressed, what type of trauma do you think he bestowed on some woman that he put in his life? See, what I need people to understand is that I need for everyone to get healed. So like for women, class example, ladies, I say this to y'all all the time. I get it. You're going to therapy, you're doing your part, you're doing this and that. Go to make sure he going. Like if you meet a man like this that has that man right there to get this vulnerable, I'm telling, I don't know him. I'm not saying he's the greatest thing ever. What I'm saying is that, especially black men have this thing that if we don't present ourselves with this amazing package, there's no value. You said no sound? Y'all couldn't hear it? Well, you can't hear me? Let me know if you can hear me now. Because I can still hear myself over now. Tell me if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Hold on, I want to see. Somebody give me a thumbs up so I can hear. Okay, we can hear you. All right, refresh your page speaking. Sounds like it's you. All right. So, but no, I just wanted to play his is because I'm telling you, we are all damaged in this way. I appreciate it, guys. We're all damaged in this way. We're very damaged. And see, what's happening is though, but the world, see, this is why it's not working. And this is why y'all don't feel the need to be patient, to feel the need to love on him when he's like this, to feel and just want to move on. I'm gonna tell you why, because the system tells you that's what's the best for you. I said this the other day. I heard this, Stephen A's doing this whole nother show where he's supposed to be, this woman's on the show, it's supposed to be like a sit-down conversational show, and she was like, this is just running circles around men. And men are not keeping up, and that's why they're single. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, you're doing nothing different than what men always did for you. So now why do you consider running circles? It wasn't running circles when he was winning, because they had a stigma. If a man doesn't have a woman, then he's not complete. If you're complete, if you're out here killing it, then you need to be single. That don't make no sense. You, black woman, you are the only person who do not have a man at home. And I'm not saying it to shame, I'm saying it to say this. Everyone is playing games. The same way they playing games with trying to tell us Carmelo is the worst kid on the earth, and why Mr. Child should have been let go, and why January 6th was okay, and why we just don't understand why we should have voted for Kamala because she's a sister girl, even though she ain't, even though I know she said all this stuff. They keep trying to they're doing the same thing to you with this. Especially at feminism. When you get into feminism, men are not against women being feminine. We tell you we want you feminine. Feminists, when it gets to black women, it becomes about not being with the man. He's a problem. Not all black men are a problem. Stop saying that as a monolith. Stop saying posts. Black men ain't protecting me like gay black men did. Stop making blanket statements. You are hurting yourself. This ain't even about the men. You're hurting your odds. You're hurting your child's odds. You're hurting yourself. I just don't understand it. It's like, and then when I say this, then oh, you just hate women. No, that's a projection because you don't want to look at yourself. Men are, I just tried to tell you, this man is probably full of trauma. He has probably took some woman through the goddamn ringer. I can bet you he's done it. Was I making an excuse for him? No. But what I'm saying for it is that we have to look at it at a deeper level. Everybody wants to be on a simplistic level, and we can't look at it like that. Women are battered. Women are abused. When they get to that way, we have to be patient. I say this about fellas. I say this to women about women all the time. If you get with a woman and y'all hit it off and you found out that you really like spending time with her, y'all get together and y'all together now. And then it comes out that something may have happened to her in her childhood that is, you get what I'm saying? I don't want to say it. If it happened to her, you now, if you choose to stay, you have to openly say in your damn mind that I'm dealing with someone who has some level of trauma, that she's not going to function like a woman who didn't, and wrap your mind around it. But as you wrapping your mind around it, she needs to also be wrapping her mind around, I need to actively be taking care of this if I want to eventually have a healthy relationship with this man. Because if I don't do that, what it's going to be is he's going to keep forgiving all of my bad behaviors, and I'm going to keep producing them. Then he's going to get resentful and leave you. That's not what I'm looking for. I want it to be fixed. Brothers, I need for women to understand that men are going to act as well as you require him to be. I know that is messed up. But the reason why your man left you, that refused to marry you, and he got with Becky Sue, and 6 months later she got a baby on the way, he refused to give you a baby, and he get married, it isn't because you damaged, it isn't because you're not good enough. What it is this. You have to, multiple things. One, you have to be a type of woman that he sees enough value in when it comes to that. It not always is the case. The other case may be this. She is requiring this for him to be with her. And he sees enough value in her who says, I'm willing to do that before I let her go. But what you can't do, and this goes for everyone, we cannot whine about it. You cannot say, please, please love me in this way. Please let me say it in a term that you can, we all hear it, we all know it. The person who will do it will do it. The person who won't, won't. If the person won't, this is when the self-esteem comes into play. And I'm speaking to black men again. Black men, when you get to a point to where you feel no peace at home, whether you by yourself or with a woman, if you are going to work and you can find no peace, if you don't have people around you that you can speak to in a manner and they're going to say, hey, I'm just going to hear you right now. I don't care what others, just what do you need? If you do not have it around it, shut it all down and do it for yourself. This is going to sound crazy, but I'm telling you to do it. Look at yourself outside of yourself. Go stand in the mirror. You are no longer, if your name is Gerald, Gerald is a different dude. You got J-Rock and Gerald. Gerald is you. Gerald is the insecure brother who the woman left him. Gerald is the guy that is low. Gerald is out of shape. Gerald right now don't think he has any value because nobody pays any attention to anything he has to say. Gerald needs to go fix himself. Gerald needs to go look J-Rock in the mirror. J-Rock is that version of you that says, I'm going to do better. I'm going to be about yourself. Talk to J-Rock. J-Rock pour into Gerald. Tell Gerald that, Gerald, I swear to God, I know you down right now, but if you don't start pouring into yourself, I'm with you. I'm always going to be here, excuse me. I'm always here with you. You're not by yourself. Then you're going to start feeling a little crazy. You say, am I talking to myself? No, you're not talking to your subconscious. But you have a visual thing to look at. Look at yourself in that mirror and you say, fuck that. No. I know I want to call her because I miss her and I love her. No. When you do that, she act reckless. I know you want to feel her love and touch. She don't want to give it to you. Move on. If you're tired of being out of shape, you're going to have to get disciplined. And what I mean with that, people don't understand this, but this is the truest thing. This is coming from a brother who was a lot heavier at one point. When you get to a point to where you want to fix it, it ain't a diet. It has to change your life. I would use weight loss as a good barometer. If you're struggling with life and your weight, shut everything else down. Make every day about your health. Don't think about nothing else. Everything that you read should be about your health. Everything that you consume should be about your health. Everything that you do should make you reinforce it. If you up for 16 to 24 hours, 16 hours a day should be involved just in that. Shut everything else out. You're going to say life is boring. You want to change it? I say this all the time. There is no way around it. I believe in the ma'at. You have to have balance before you can have anything. If you want to have muscles, you're going to have to work out. You're going to have to diet. You're going to have to give up something. What my people refuse to do is to do that. But I would tell men right now, get your health in order. Just go work out. Because as you start fixing that, then other things are going to start working. I can't tell you what yet because it's different for every person. You have to believe in yourself. J-Rock is right. J-Rock is with you every day. You are not by yourself. Stop letting people disrespect you. Black men have gotten to the point to where we've allowed everyone to disrespect us. And I want you to respect yourself. So if the sisters are online saying you ain't about nothing, stay out the comment section. Just when you run into a woman right now that acts like that, you move on. Don't give her no attention. You know what's going to happen? That shit going to start dying down. We keep giving them attention like that because that's what you see all the time. And all we're doing, we're flooding the market with it. I want to move on from that. You want men to come protect you and take care of you again, sisters? We're going to have to figure out how to get his black ass back to work. I said we. This is a collective. If we don't figure it out, we ain't going nowhere. Why y'all can't be men on yourself? If we go out and be black men just by ourselves without y'all guys, I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen. We will be the only men on the planet Earth who have ever built a success out themselves without their women. Because remember, when black people built themselves before, women were right there with us. If you telling us now, I will not collectively build with you, you have to do it outside of me, he's going to resent you for making him have to do it without you. And when he resents you, he's not going to come back to you. You do not want that. I need for black people to understand you cannot get what white people get. They built the culture around themselves. We're inside their culture right now. And when I say their culture, I'm talking about economic culture, not the culture of this country. We are the culture. But when I say we live inside their culture runs everything. So when it comes to that money, they're going to do it the way they set it up. White women can be at home. We see it all the time. I remember when I was young, I worked in Target. And won't nothing for Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. for a white won't be in there with her 2 kids. You ain't never see we didn't show up till after 5 o'clock. So we at work somewhere. Sisters included. I'm telling you, you want to go home again, you're going to have to help him build it. Nobody likes to hear that. Oh, God damn, these men are just lazy. It's not lazy, ma'am. The system is designed for us to lose individually. You cannot ask unrealistic things from men. Let's be realistic. Let's just be realistic. Let's be realistic. If they say all the black business we have, we still employ less than 1% of each other. It means we ain't hiring each other. Great, he needs to go out and build his own business. Okay, now what skill set did he get? When you got with Tyrone at 21, 22, 23, and Tyrone had already dropped out of high school and now he can't make no money. Now, I get it. Either you got 2 options now when you with Tyrone. You either can lead Tyrone or you can say, Tyrone, we need to figure out something usable that we can do together or something you can do that you can start building money in this family and I'll help do you and support you to get you there. But we have to come up with something. I'm not telling you to support a bum. What I'm telling you is the ready-made man cannot be the guy that you're waiting on and you're 40, 50 years old at this point. That ain't how it works. I think our culture is the only one who gets that. I'll give you an example, sisters. Y'all may not like this, but I used to own a store in the mall. I used to have an organic hair and skincare store in the mall. Didn't make no money. So we in this mall, in this store. That's what I tell you something. I'm trying like my ass, lost everything, but that's another story. But I remember in the same mall, we had East Indians that were right across from us. There was a white tea lady who owned a eye care center, like a lens craft, was right over there. And it was an Asian lady who was right over here. Everybody that owned something, whole family, wife, child, husband, mother, and child was always in there if the child wasn't at school. A lot of times the foreigners didn't even go to school. But when I went to all the black businesses in the mall, we were always an individual owned company majority of the time. It was a sister who owned a hair care store down there. It was a brother who owned some shoes. It was always just one person. You want to know why? Because we won't build it together. We keep waiting for the person who come in who will take us to Dubai. I don't get it. And then too, it don't make sense because I'm going to tell you, Don, so I've built with a woman before. I know what it feels like to go from shit to sugar. What happens is you respect the money more because you know what y'all both collectively had to put into it to build it. What happens is if you have to separate at this point, you don't want to leave the person out because you're thinking to yourself, no. We built this. I may be up now, they're down, but we built that together. I'm gonna at least do that part. I will say this, I've given Kevin Hart a lot of slack the last couple of weeks because of that roast and shit, right? But one thing I give him his props for that I've seen from watching him and Tori Hart, his ex-wife. You don't really hear Tori. Tori was speaking at one point, her pain when talking because she got left. I get that. But one thing I noticed, I believe in him. He's always took care of his business economically over there because I think he respected what she did to help him get into the position that he was in. So what do we think about his comedy? What do we think about what he thinks about black folks? I think that he did the honorable thing that he said, I'm going to at least make sure, even though we're not together anymore, this woman rode with me at the beginning. Most men who have any level of respect about himself and honor about himself will do that. What men won't do is if I built it, you showed up and you want some, you better move on. I ain't giving you shit. That's what he's thinking. But I get it. The world doesn't want us to do that. The world keeps telling you, sister, you wasting your time. You're wasting your time if he ain't doing nothing. Yes, you are. But if a man's building you, and that's another thing. Last thing I said, I don't want to keep beating the deal, but I'm gonna say this too. If you're not a part of what he's doing, can you really say that you really care that what he's doing is a thing? Think about it. Think about it. If if you don't know what's going on in day to day, if you don't know how he feels about his day to day when it comes to it, if you haven't collectively tried to help with anything tangibly when it comes to it, are you really caring about what they got going? Or are you just hoping it work out for them? Because I'm gonna tell you, men look at that. That's to support a lot of men. A lot of times, like myself, that's what I take. I take that more. That means the world to me, because that means that you believe in my vision. So you gotta have a vision for the thing. Any woman who sees a man's vision, oh, that man ain't going nowhere. You gotta believe in the vision. All the other stuff is grand, and I appreciate it. Like, people think like, oh, like people, I've seen this both sides. Men and women will take care of each other financially while the other one builds. That's a great thing. That's not overlooked. I think what I'm saying when I say that right there is that is beautiful, and I think everybody appreciates that. But not, you know, but you want to be hands-on with people. I want to be hands-on with your business. You doing business, I want to be hands-on. That's why I want to. Hey, if you got something going on, oh, I'll work there. You want me to do this? I mean, fill up stock shelves. You need me to do this? I do that. We can do this. You want me to work a shift? You can do that. You can go home because I know you're gonna be burnt out because you're doing the majority. That's the type of thing you do. That's how you have to do it. And I mean, even if you are working, I think what it is that people want the easy way out. And I'm just gonna say this, and I'll leave it alone, so I won't beat the dead horse. Relationships are hard. Relationships are very hard. They are not what TV say they are. You're going to sacrifice your self-esteem sometime in there. You're going to sacrifice your happiness sometime in there. You're going to sacrifice, you're going to have to compromise on things that you think is just the dumbest thing in the world on both ends. This is not me speaking just as a man. I know that women say, I don't know why he like that dumb shit. And she's gonna feel that way. We just all go through it. But what it is, at the end of the day, it isn't about the riding off in the sunset. It isn't about the, oh my God, he make my liver quiver. And I get it. All those things are great in the beginning, but I'm going to tell you with somebody a long time, the liver being equivalent is going to be few and far between, especially if you refuse not to grow. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you what feels good when you're in a long-term relationship is this. When the world is crashing down, you're never alone. Think about the times now, just when you're in relationships, you're alone and you're hurting. And I know right now, black folks are suffering economically. I know we suffer. A lot of us suffer. You know, you call your girlfriend's on the phone with you for hours and then the third. She don't really give a shit. She don't. She love you. Your homeboy say, man, let's go shoot some hoops, man. But he tired of you every time you talking. You talking about what Becky doing. He love you. But at the end of the day, the only person who should care and who wants to hear about what you got going on, who never gets tired of hearing your stress because they want to help you relieve it, should be your partner. And I think that's the part that gets deaf ears. Because I listen to tonight's conversations and things. When you hear these people talking, it be some of the most trivial BS. You know, he's not romantic. Just say what you want. If you won't, he be, you know what, ma'am? This lady over here, she refuses to cook me dinner 12 times. She got a full-time job. She don't want to cook you dinner every day. Just people be arguing over stuff that online have you arguing over, and then you find out they ain't doing none of that. I hear people all the time that say they got on. Remember y'all got on Sierra. Sierra was putting out that hate that we don't need no man music, and then she be going home to Russell Wilson. We're like, Susan, you got a man. What'd you say? That's all I want is someone to build with the right hand. Yeah, that's all people want. But the problem, I'm gonna tell you the truth, but the problem is though, a lot of times why people can't find the person, and most time it's the person who that's requiring, oh, all I want is that. But you're not willing to give it yourself. You're gonna give up a lot if you're gonna be with somebody. And you're gonna have to learn a lot. Because you gotta think about this. Humans don't talk about their inner soul. Like, it's things that you think, like, it's things that men, I'm gonna tell you, ladies, this is on a lighter note, but I'm gonna tell you, don't do that. Now, whatever your man, if you've been with him down, if you do this up front, great. You do, look, you got a small window, this small. When you first meet a man and y'all become sexually active, when y'all do it, now all the little nasty things that you wanna do, you got a tight window that you got to learn, you got to go and tell him what you want, do it up front, do it. Don't be a lady for so long, because if you do a lady stuff and you just, oh, I desire it, I hope he just doesn't, he ain't gonna never get it. Because the way you start is the way you gonna finish it. So what I want you to do, if you don't do it up front, don't you show up in year 15, 20, telling him all the stuff you want done to you that seems like, it's just like, the P word, I can't say that stuff on there, but you know this stuff when you look on the internet. Don't be telling him all this stuff you wanna do now. He gonna say, oh, who you dealing with? And he goes, I don't even know you. I saw this one video, oh my God. Matter of fact, oh my God, y'all got to see this. I normally don't do this, but I gotta show y'all this. I think I still got it. Hold on. This guy, I don't know if this is a skit or what, but this was too goddamn funny to me. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all something. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this thing. Hold on, funny video. Hold on. I think what's in there? Please don't say they took it down. Good God, is it up here? Man, I think I lost it. I don't think I got it no more. Hold on. Let me try one more. This was funny to me. No, that's not it right there. Damn it, it was this girl, but this guy and this girl, they were playing Never Have I Ever, and she got to talking about tossing salad, eating, you know what I'm saying. Going in there back down the guy, and she and mind you, the boy, her and the guy standing there together, and he's holding the baby, and he really don't even want to play, but she's doing a TikTok. And they doing Never Have I Ever, and then she tells him so now. She done told him that she done did the butt thing. She done did it. And he was like, oh, by the end, he learned so much about this lady that he just didn't even want to play no more. So ladies, I would just tell you, if you're gonna do something, if you want some of that stuff, you better do it up front. You better do it, get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say? He said, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna give another job. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll leave it alone. But no, I want y'all to know, I know I went from serious to playing, but it's Friday. I don't want to make it too heavy. I just do want y'all to know, look, fellas, I'm riding with you. I'm actually, as a matter of fact, side note, I'm thinking about doing another show called I ready to tell you the name. I don't want to say somebody steal it from. But I got another show I'm thinking about doing where it just basically is about the upliftment of black guys. But I don't mean the way people do it. I'm so tired of round tables of men sit together and we're going to talk about it. You get one or two types. You can get the ones that's bought and paid for by them folks, and they do it. They sit down and they want to talk about nothing but women's reproductive. And if a man ever tell you anything he feeling, they'll say, "You may be feeling that, brother. I feel that." But you ever thought about it? If you feel that way, you know what your woman feels like, right? Nigga, this is the man's space. We supposed to be talking about what the man needs. She over there pouring into herself. How we look? If she pouring into herself, you pouring into her, and ain't nobody pouring into your dumb ass. Somebody has to pour into you. You know what I'm saying? He said she was freaky on the low. Oh man, that was, boy, what you talking about? She was some kind of freaky on the low. And he was just like, I'm disgusted. Now, men are not disgusted by disgusting behavior. We love disgusting behavior. All of us do. We do. We're not gonna say it. But what we don't like is, see what it is, ladies, is how you present yourself is how we want to see you. Now that's how we gonna see you. And see, I get it. The man did all them nasty things with his side piece. I get it. But he don't respect her the way he respects you. And I know you say to yourself, but that's dumb. It is. It's very dumb. That's why I say you should do it up front. If you do it up front, be open. Look. I would say some things because people into some things. You know what I'm saying? People need some things. I'm gonna go back to the love part in a second, but I'm being stupid right now. Women like some things. Like when you find out, like I'm gonna tell you, fella. Well, I may not tell you to do this, fella. Don't do this. You do this or don't do this. Do this at your own risk. If you ever find out where your woman find her stash of content, I can't say the word. You know what I'm talking about? That she likes to look at. If you can find her type, if she watches outside of you, you probably gonna be shocked at what she into. I'm stupid. I'm just playing with y'all. I'm playing. I know it is. But no, seriously, I know we said that enough about men. Men do need love. I know we say it all the time. Yes, they need it. But the one thing we never seem to figure out how to do it is to do it on a collective. And what I want us to do is that, again, we can't get, like, and the reason why I'm pushing so hard right now because if you go back and look at my content last year, I didn't talk a lot about this. But the reason why I didn't feel the pressure that I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling the pressure. I know other men feeling the pressure of all of what the system is doing right now. Because mind you, man, they're removing everything. They're criminalizing everything. Well, let me show you some of the stuff I've seen they criminalize. Hold on, let me show you something. It was something I watched. I was like, they criminalizing everything now. What was it? Like this guy here. When you start doing stuff like this, that tells you they're running out of abilities to make money and to put and stock the prison. Now listen to this.
He was critically injured, practically dying, and you're suing him because he hit the brakes too hard and your kid got a few scratches?
A school bus driver was sued for $500,000 after saving 21 children because he braked too hard, and some students ended up with minor head scrapes. His name is Marcus, a military veteran with 15 years of driving experience. That day, he was driving a school bus along a highway in Georgia when a rock suddenly smashed through the windshield and slammed straight into his chest. In an instant, Marcus suffered 5 broken ribs. Fighting through fading.
I'm just gonna stop it there. That's about bad. You saw that one too? That's about bad is the lady who put her kid in a different school system and they put her in jail for 5 years. And these are the same people being conversation. You have no morals. You have no comparable freaking story to what we have to endure. I'll give you an example. Those people can come talk to me about morality and things like that when they start locking up these middle-aged white tea women and keep messing with these kids at these schools. That's an epidemic. There are men impugning schools, and then the teacher, maybe that's why they keep shooting up the school. Oh, excuse me, impugning. I love TikTok Shop. I love TikTok Shop. I love TikTok Shop. I do. I love it. Oh God, I didn't mean to say that. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. But you got what I'm saying. Maybe that's why the men are constantly at these schools, because they ladies won't keep the hands off the kids. I get it now. Wow, I've connected the dots. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but it makes sense to me. Because them girls, them women, they love them kids. And they get slaps on the wrist. Let me tell you something else again, people. It is case after case after case. These cases, they don't even bring them to the light a lot of times. Now, they're still getting that trouble a lot of times, but they're not broadcasting them all over the country. Could you imagine if this was even black men or black women were doing it at epidemic levels like they're doing right now, how that would not be a new stigma that they put on one of us, on all of us? So if 1 or 2 or 3 of that many black men or black women, I'll say black men, I'll speak for myself, that many black men did that, you'll never see another black man in the school system ever. And we would have our own women telling us, I don't trust those black men with us. You would be this way. But we walk right into them schools every year with our kids and let them women, hi, little John, you don't know what this woman's ready to do. And stop making just because she look like that, thinking she ain't violent, thinking she ain't crazy, thinking she won't do nothing. Remember, they tell us all the time, hey, they'll give us a statistic to let you know they're the most violent, they're the most on social services, they're the most on everything. But then, but somehow, if you ask any person in the world, oh, that's black Americans that are doing all of that. Social services, there's more white people on social service than anybody else. But we are the stigma. That's one. More than women are doing it to these kids in these schools. That's a stigma. And like I said, they will put that on us. The school, they'll tell you right now that the person who's committed the crime is gonna get punished. Then tell me why ain't no white teen women in jail like that? You have to be a meth addict or something like that to get into the jail. I mean, to be put in prison if you one of them white teen women. But if she has a decent amount of income, she ain't going nowhere. How do they escape going all together? You wanna know why? Because you comply, I comply. We just say, hey man, just the world we live in. See what I'm saying? They don't go to jail. Two people, 3, I'm gonna tell you, a bunch of people who do not go to jail. White teen women, Asians, at all, and rarely East Indians. But I'm gonna tell you, in Asia, you'll never see them in prison. How do you have a bunch of people who run a trade? They have all kind of underhanded businesses they do. They sell us plastic food. They got us plastic hair. They're sending us food full of cancer laced stuff, all this stuff. Some of the times it's inside the country and nobody ever gets in trouble. But for some reason, every black business that you see, when I saw Young Thug now, when they said Young Thug now needed to go to prison because they were a racketeering, I said, these sissies? You got a bunch of sissies running around here, you trying to convince me they doing some violent sissies? What's the name wears a purse? Now, am I saying this man not ignorant? Yes, ignorant as hell. Yes, he is, very much so. But you're not gonna convince me that this man is somebody who's running a cartel. Then he had a RICO charge of 1. They will make it up as they go along in a minute. And then we'll be right there. Show right, because I don't like them. Look, this is what I don't do. You're not going to get me to co-sign effery, even if I don't like the person. I say to people all the time, when it comes to R. Kelly, I'll go and say this time so people know, since there's people in here, I'll say it right now, hit the like button, hit the follow button. R. Kelly is the greatest, one of the greatest people who made music of all times. He does not supposed to be in prison for what they have him in prison for right now. But yet and still, if he came up missing in a back alley because somebody from the community touched him because of what happened from back in the early 2000s, hey, it is what it is. I have no problem from you having to catch karma for what you have done, but what I do not like is for them folks to get involved because they're always railroading hours. They will tell you if statute of limitations, you can't go back. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Sorry, you should have came for it. But it was only 3 weeks ago. I'm sorry, statute of limitations are 2 weeks. I'm sorry. But if a white teen woman who says, I want to say Bill Cosby touched me in 1962, we'll just read statute that limitations and shoot it back to 1961. That way you qualify. But then when I get in the comment section, y'all just gonna be selectively outraged at my comment today, but it wasn't about Daniel. Shut up! You don't want to use your morals. You people, I hate you people. That's what I get. What it is, you're dealing with a bunch of insane people. They keep saying that I got something on the screen. I don't know what they keep saying. Unoriginal reproduced content. How you gonna tell me I got unoriginal reproduced content and I'm the only person on the screen? This is crazy. This is crazy. Hold on one second. What's that? It's me. I would put it in and say it's me. What are you talking about? I can't have it. But anyway, I digress. I'm gonna leave that alone. I've been with y'all for 2 hours. It was Friday. I didn't want to chat it up. I'm actually shocked it stayed as cool as it did down here because, like I said, these lights are bright. And I appreciate you guys for always coming in. Y'all got anything y'all want to talk about before we get out of here? Because I have stuff I could potentially, if he fixed that, I may come back, depending on what time he comes. Let me see if he on his way. Hold on. No, he ain't on his way. Because if he may come back, holler at the people. What y'all got going on this weekend? That's the question. Because I wanted to talk about it. I had no intentions, let me say this real quick. I had no intentions on even talking about that today, but man, I looked at my YouTube this morning and I was like, oh my God, what are y'all people? Y'all just going off on me in here. I do not like y'all. I may come back, Smile. I may come back. Again, if you guys are not following the 300 Radio page, please go over to 300 Radio and the #1 on YouTube. The reason why I say that is because YouTube, I got a couple people in there now, but YouTube, I would love for you guys to go there and follow, because this TikTok, they are so finicky, and I hate the vertical layout because I can't show you guys as much as I want to show you. It's good for mobile, which is fine. I can do both on YouTube. So I can do both at the same time, but YouTube, I can say more, I can do more. I ain't gotta watch my tones, and then we really can cook. But until then, definitely go over 300 Radio and the #1. Yes, I'll put it. Let me put it in the chat real quick. I'm gonna put it in here real quick. All right, so let's put it 300. All right, so I just put it in the chat. It's right there, last thing in there. That's it right there. If you put that in right there, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, follow button. You'll be able to see it over there too. I'm streaming at the same time. All right, appreciate that, Pam. Appreciate that, Trump. But yeah, no, man, I appreciate you guys for showing up. It's the weekend. Actually, if I can get this if this thing don't bust me in my mouth and I got some time, I may even do some weekend shows this week. I've been meaning to do some, because I've been trying to get my music together. Again, music is what's going to drive the channel. And I want to make sure that I get a proper amount up there, because I had the playlist I was up yesterday. It was I played the wrong one, and I want to give you guys proper music, things like that when we leave out, because sometimes it's something to motivate us. Sometimes I just want to play some dope music. And since we talk about Black Love today, let me cue up the song. Matter of fact, since we talk about Black Love today, I'm gonna get it up. I'm gonna play my song. This song I'm ready to play. If you are going through it with your lady or your man, right? And you can't seem to get right, but you need to get right. But let me put it this way. I'm doing two things at once. Can't think and talk at the same time. Say if you and your man been going at it, you miss him, you know you don't want to break, you don't want to get to him. You don't want to fall, you don't want to get break. He don't want to break. Y'all walking around sucking your teeth, trying to make the other one, trying to outhold the other one, but you miss each other like crazy. He walking around with his shirt off, trying to entice you. You got your little thong on. You know what I'm talking about. Those types of things. I want y'all guys to know, sometimes just let your bodies physically connect when you can't even talk about it. And that's what this song speaks to. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that. I appreciate you guys, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one, okay? All right, so let me see you later. Let me make sure I got this thing right, because I gotta close it out. Hold on, if I can get it.
Keys on the table,
All right, my people, I'll see y'all later.
coat on the floor. We've been throwing sharp words like we want a war.
Oh, sorry, YouTube, I'm gonna see you guys in a few, all right?
You lean in the doorway, first time,
Let it go.
still proud. Silence like a thunder, beating way too loud. But you don't turn away, you just cross this room. All that distance between us falls out of you. Call a truce on my skin, let your hand say it first. Every kiss on my neck keeps rewriting the hurt. We don't need every answer, we don't know every word. Call a truce on my skin, let the bad things blur. Your breath on my shoulder, that tremble you hide. Every shiver confession running down my spine. Fingers trace the fault line where we came apart. You're talking and touching straight into my heart. You pull off my defense like you pull off my shirt. All that armor between us falling in the dirt, yeah. Call it truce on my skin, truce on this. Let your hand say it first. Every kiss on my neck is rewriting the hurt. We don't need every answer, we don't know every word. Call it truce on my skin, let the bad things blur. Yeah, say you're sorry on my lips. Slow, slow. Let me promise on your hips. Close, closer than before. We've been breaking all night, now we're breathing in sync. Every sigh, every bite pulls us back from the brink. Call the truce on my skin, truce on my skin. Let your hand say it first. Every kiss on my neck is so much braiding the hurt. Leave the anger in the hallway, leave the pride at the door. Call the truce on my skin to a stranger. No more. Stay right here on my chest till the storm runs out. We can heal in the hush, never say it out loud. Call a truce on my skin, just your body and mine. Making peace in the dark till the fault lines align. Oh, yeah. You walking, red dress, low dim light, laugh lines on your lips, gold on your thigh. You don't see me leaning in the shadow, drinking my hand, tracing every move you made like I already understand. From across the room, I'm on your skin, every slow step closer, I'm breathing you in. Got my hands in my head, but but my mind on your waist. I'm undressing your name, trying to savor the taste from across the room. You feel this too? That slow, heavy pull drawing me to you. If I get you alone, girl, you know how we'll end. Two strangers burning down a one night stand. Oh, you've been down. Touch your heel, my thoughts go dark. Neckline slips, I feel my pose leave a mark. You glance back, hold it just a second too long, like you heard every filthy line in my song. From across the room, on your skin, every slow step closer, I'm breathing you in. Got my hands in my head, but my mind on your waist. I'm undressing your name, trying to savor the taste from across the room. You feel this too? That slow, heavy pull drawing me to you. If I get you alone, girl, you know how we'll end. Two strangers burning down a one night stand. Yeah, you drift by my table, perfume cuts through the smoke. You say you've been staring, I laugh, my control just broke. I say I've been thinking about your hands on my chest all night. You bite your lip, whisper, prove it when we leave this light. Hey, from across the room, I was on your skin, now you're back on the door. I'm breathing you in, have my hands in my head, now they're locked on your waist. I'm spelling out your body, learning every taste. From across the room to the heat of your bed, every slow deep breath running straight to my head. When the morning comes, we'll go back to pretend, but tonight we're just strangers in a one night stand. Oh yeah, oh sun leaking through your blinds, sheets tangled around your thighs. You pull me back, you sigh. Don't check your phone, just stay inside. Slow kisses down your spine. You press your hips to mine. You bite your lip and smile. Say, take your time, baby, take your time. You trace my name on my skin so slow. Whisper what you crave where the pillows go. You tell me every secret you won't show anyone else, yeah. Keep me in your morning like a habit. Let me give you everything you imagine. Say what you want, I can make it all happen. Right here, right now. We can fall, we can crash and move how you like. I can read every reaction. Your hands on my back, your breath on my neck, your wish in my ear, my promise in your sweat. Keep me in your morning on repeat, on repeat. You pull on my hoodie low, climb on and take control. You paint the rules in gold. Tell me where to kiss, where to go. Your nails on my back, that stings. You hum when you feel that swing. You tell only hold it, don't blink. I wanna feel you think about me. You turn your face to the side, eyes closed. Remember all the places you wanna go. You tell me what to do in that quiet tone, like a prayer, like a prayer. Yeah, your morning like a habit. Let me give you everything you imagine. Say what you want, I can make it all happen. Right here, right now. We can fall, we can crash and move how you like. I can read every reaction. Your hands on my back, your breath on my neck, your vision wish in my ear, my promise in your sweat. Keep me in your morning on repeat, on repeat. Yeah, slow grind, sunrise on your face, yeah. I drown in your taste, you say my name, then you say it again. Like you're scared that the moment might end. I won't leave this bed, not yet. Got your fantasy mapped in my head. Tell me every little thought you care. I'll turn every single one to flesh. Keep me in your morning like a habit. Let me give you everything you imagine. Say what you want, I can make it all happen. Right here, right now. We can fall, we can crash and move how you like. I can read every reaction. Your hands on my back, your breath on my neck, your wish in my ear, my promise in your sweat. Keep me in your morning on repeat, on repeat, on repeat. Curve of your neck, yeah, like a coffee cup. I wanna hold it in my hands. See you slowly as I wake up. You're alive in my kitchen, like a radio anthem. Little crackle, little comfort. Every song I grew up on. You remind me of everything I never looked at twice till I saw it on you. Doorways, daylight, quiet rooms. You remind me how simple things can feel brand new. Every corner, every shadow too. You remind me. You remind me. Walk down my hallway like Sunday down the aisle. Every step a soft confession, every glance a hidden smile. The line of your back like pages in a book. I'm reading with my fingertips, every crease, every hook. You remind me of everything I never looked at twice till I saw it on you. Doorways, daylight, quiet rooms. You remind me how simple things can feel brand new. Every corner, every shadow too. You remind me. Oh, man. You remind me. Yeah, yeah. Your hand on my shoulder feels like a porch light left on, like a key on the table, saying this is where you belong. The way you lean on my pillow, like a coat on a chair, so casual, so certain, like you've always been there. Yeah, you remind me of everything I never looked at twice till I saw it on you. Doorway, daylight, quiet rooms. You remind me how simple things can feel brand new. Every corner, every shadow too. You remind me. You remind me. Yeah. The look in your eyes, like the last light in a store, makes me linger in the doorway. Keep on wanting one sitting right here with you, but my mind drifts off to the way she walks in the room, and I lose my thoughts. You got your hand in mine, still I feel that pull. Yeah, I'm guilty every time when her name fills my skull. I try to stay locked in, I try to play it cool, but one look from her and I break that rule. My chest gets heavy, my words run thin. I know I'm wrong for this, but it's tugging me in. Rather be with you, rather be with you, rather be with you, but I keep thinking of her. Rather be with you, rather be with you, rather be with you. Still I want a curse and a fire. She got that slow, slow stride and that bold-eyed stare. When she toss that hair back, man, I'm already there. I picture her body close, like a secret I can't hide. Got me staring through the night with a hunger I can't deny. Your love is in my hands, but a ghost is in my veins. I hate the way it feels, yet I can't break these chains. I try to stay locked in, try to play cool, but one look from her and I break that rule. My chest gets heavy, my words run thin. I know I'm wrong for this, but it's tugging me in. Rather be with you, rather be with you, ooh, rather be with you, but I keep thinking of her. Rather be with you, rather be with you, ooh, rather be with you. Still I want a curse and a fire. If I'm honest, baby, I'm split into one heart in your hands, one mind running to her. I need to choose before this pain gets loud, 'cause I can't keep loving you with a face in the crowd. Rather be with you, rather be with you, oh, rather be with you, but I keep thinking of her. Hey, hey. Rather be with you, rather be with you, rather be with you. Still I want a curves and a fire. Rather be with you, rather be with you, oh, rather be with you, but I'm lost in that other girl. Fresh sheet on the table, a perfume in the room. I wash my hands too long, try to keep my cool. Oh, her voice says take your time, but my pulse don't listen. I fix the edge of the towel and find what I'm feeling. She looks like a Sunday wrapped in warm gold skin. I should keep this simple, but I'm caught within. Every breath I take feels a little too loud. I move like a pro, still I'm shook by her now. Don't cross that line, don't cross that line. I'm trying, baby, don't cross that line. Stay on this side, stay on this side. She got me trembling, don't cross that line. No, thumbs glide slow on her shoulders. she sighs like she knows. Oh, I keep my eyes on her work, but she bends my control. The ring on her finger, a test in my chest. Oh, I'm praising pressure. I'm a man under breath. Her laughter hits softer than the cream on her skin. I count every heartbeat, then I start again. Move through the moment, don't let it show. But the way she's lying there got me losing my hold. Don't cross that line, don't cross that line. I'm trying, babe, don't cross that. Stay on this side, stay on this side. She got me trembling. Don't cross that line, don't cross that line, don't cross that line. I'm trying, babe, don't cross that. Stay on this side, stay on this side. Oh, she got me trembling. Don't cross that line. If I lean in closer, I know that I'll lose. So I pray with my finger, and I work like I should. She says I'm gentle, I say thank you, man, but my whole inside is shaking when she takes my hand. Don't cross that line, don't cross that line. I'm trying, babe, don't cross that. Stay on this side, stay on this side. She got me trembling. Don't cross that line, don't cross that line, don't cross that line. I want you, baby. Don't cross that. Stay on this side. Oh, she got me trembling. Don't cross that line. Don't cross that line.
Came with the dust.
Baby, you on a king on demand. Champagne taste, but you still hold out your hand. Talking about proving like money in the air, but Rink got a grin and it don't play fair. I'm slick with it, yeah, I know my worth, but so do you when the tab hit first. You want a provider with a superhero cape. I want peace in the plan, not the monthly escape. Said he should pay with a straight little face. I laughed so hard, almost lost my place. The bills got me, the market got rude. Even diamonds get cold in this financial mood. So tell me what's fair when the numbers don't bend. You want a man to be more than a friend. I'm not your ATM, not your miracle man. I'm just one good player with a real world plan. Split the bill, baby, split the bill. Split it, keep it real, baby, keep it real. Keep it, we can build, baby, we can build. But I'm not the whole meal, no, I'm not the whole meal. Split the bill, baby, split the bill. Yeah, don't get cute, baby, don't get sick. Nah, love don't fail when the math is chill. We can still win if we split the bill. Yeah, you want dates with the view and the velvet seats. I want a home with the lights on bright. You want old school rules and a brand new star. Baby, that script don't fit this life. I'm handsome, I'm calm, got that tongue like steel. I can charm that room and I keep it real, but respect go both ways. That's the price of the ride. You can't order a yacht with the bicycle vibe. I'm sarcastic, show, but I'm saying facts. The whole world squeezed in the room won't stretch back. If you want a man with a steady grip, bring a steady hand when we take that trip. And what's fair when the numbers don't bend? You want a man to be more than a friend. I'm not your ATM, not your miracle man. I'm just one good player with a real world plan. Split the bill, baby, split the bill. Split it, keep it real, baby, keep it real. Keep it, we can build, baby, we can build. But I'm not the whole meal, no, I'm not the whole meal. Split the bill, baby, split the bill. Yeah, don't get cute, baby, don't get slick. Nah, love don't fail when the math is chill. We can still win if we split the bill. Maybe I'm bored, supposed to move. I bring the laugh, bring the drive, bring the heat, bring the type of love that can handle the street. But if you want worship with a side of stress, that fantasy house in the body contrast. I'm gone with the grin, I won't beg, I won't kneel. I'm a man, not the myth, and I know what's real. Split the bill, baby, split the bill. Split it, keep it real, baby, keep it real. Keep it, we can build, baby, we can build. But I'm not the whole meal, no, I'm not the whole meal. Split the bill, baby, split the bill. Yeah, don't get cute, baby, don't get slick. Now love don't fail when the math is chill. We can still win if we split the bill. Sick of talking to the silence. You stare straight through me every time. You say you hate the way I'm distant, but you disappear when it's your crime, yeah. I raise my voice too, I broke some fragile parts of you. But every story that you're telling, I'm the villain, you're the bruise. I can't hold it up alone. This house built on I don't know. You shut down and say I'm cold. How many times can we die in one love? This is my breaking point. I'm not begging you to see your part. You only count my wounds, never your fingerprints on my heart. We both lit these fires, but you won't say you struck a flame. So I'm walking out that door with all this love and all this pain. All this love and all this pain. You say I'm tired of all the drama, then you leave me holding all the mess. Your sorry comes with small print. Every truth you hide behind a test. I kept receipts inside my chest. Every night I swallow what I felt. Told myself she'll meet me halfway, but you just watch me lose myself. Every time I try to stay, you erode what happened your own way. Turn my tears into a case. How many lies can you call self-defense? This is my breaking point. I'm done begging you to see your part. You only count my wounds, never your fingerprints on my heart. We both lit these fires, but you won't say you struck a flame. So I'm walking out that door with all this love and all this pain. All this love, all this love and all this pain. All this pain. I'm not perfect, I'm not clean, but I bled to make amends. You just bury every scene. Call it over, then repeat again. I can't carry your reflection on my back like it's my shame. I forgive you from a distance, but I won't live inside this blame. This is my breaking point. I'm done begging you to see your part. You only count my wounds, never your fingerprints on my heart. We both lit these fires, now I'm not standing in the flame. So I'm walking out that door with all this love and all this pain. All this pain, all this love and all this pain. All this pain, I spill love. You call me pain, I know it. I wore that word too long. We threw glass at each other. Now the tables all but gone. I keep my pride in my pocket, but it tears through every scene. You look at me like I'm the fire when, baby, we're both the smoke in the scene. I've been holding this house up with my hands full of cracks. Say my name like you mean it, or watch me fade in black, cause I can't keep bleeding and call it love. I can't keep reaching when you won't burn. Don't let me go, don't let me go. I'm still here, I'm still holding on. Don't let me go, don't let me go. Even when we're both so wrong. We've been pain, but I still see your face in the rain. Don't let me go, don't let me go, don't let me go. I am breaking, but I stay. You never say what you owe me. Just turn your back to the truth. And I got a chest full of thunder, tryna make room for you. I'm tired in my bones now, tired in my mouth, my tongue. Tired of loving so hard and getting hurt by the one I love most. I've been holding this house up with my hands full of cracks. Say my name like you mean it, or watch me fade in black, cause I can't keep bleeding and call it love. I can't keep reaching when you won't burn. Don't let me go, don't let me go. I'm still here, I'm still holding on. I'm still holding on. Don't let me go, don't let me go. Even when we're both so wrong. We've been pain, but I still see your face in the rain. See your face in the rain. Don't let me go. I am breaking, but I stay. If I walk away tonight, it won't be for lack of love. It'll be cause my heart got tired of carrying all this love. I need you to face me, not just turn and call me cold, cause I'm crumbling in silence, and I can't keep doing this alone. Don't let me go, don't let me go. I'm still here, still holding on. I'm still holding on. Don't let me go, don't let me go. Even when we're both so wrong. We've been pain, but I still see your face in the rain. See your face in the rain. Don't let me go. I am breaking, but I stay. Door click, silk slip on the floor. You don't say a word, just look. Eyes heavy on my mouth like you're already hurt. You pull on my shirt like you're trying to tear time away. Slow touch, you shake when I breathe, but your heartbeat late. Your walls echo my name, every breath, every shiver, every frame. You keep calling me back the same. So your walls echo my name, your walls echo my name. When you arch, when you tremble, when you claim every mark that I trace, you inflame. So your walls echo my name, yeah. You bite my shoulder when I tell you everything I'll do. Low voice right here in your ear, painting all of the proof. You, babe, don't rush, don't stop, don't you dare behave. I see into all that you're hiding, all that you crave. Your walls echo my name, every breath, every shiver, every frame. You keep calling me back Your walls echo my name. When you arch, when you tremble, when you claim. If every mark that I trace, you inflame. To your walls echo my name. Oh, say it softly, say it rough. Every letter of my name rolling off you like a lover. You hold on to every wave I make. Even when I pull away, you can feel me in a your walls echo my name. Every breath, every shift, every frame. You keep calling me back to same. To your walls echo my name, my name, my name. Your walls echo my name. When you arch, when you tremble, when you claim. Every mark that I trace, you inflame. To your walls echo my name, my name. In the dark, in the quiet, you still feel this flame. Till the night, till your body echo mine. Door click, silk slip on the floor. You don't say a word, just look. Eyes heavy on my mouth like you're already hurt. You pull on my shirt like you're trying to tear time away. Slow touch, you shake when I breathe, but your heartbeat late. Your walls